Here we go.
Have fun.
All right. Hello. I'm AnthonyCaliber.
And I'm known as Anax, but as you can see, the commentator name there is the actual channel name. Anax exists as a person.
And this is The Last of Us. We're going to be doing this on Grounded. New game, Grounded, the hardest of the 5 difficulties. And I'm going to make a save file just in case something goes wrong.
Now, Grounded was originally a DLC for this game, and when it was released, it was a little bit glitchy, shall we say?
Very.
Yeah. And it remains so. Stubbornly so.
Yep. There's some side effects to the difficulty that we use to our advantage throughout the run. Also, we're running the game unpatched. The latest patch is version 1.09, but for Grounded speedruns, it's better done unpatched. All right.
We'll try to explain why those differences matter as we get to particular sections. Mostly it's to do with the pattern of enemy AI.
Yes. All right, we're going to be here for 3 hours.
Yes.
Let's relax, grab some popcorn. You know, there's free popcorn outside.
And ice,
right outside.
And ice cream as well.
Awesome. All right.
Right, we start with a little movie, which we're going to skip.
Yep, skip cutscenes and speedruns.
Which is just to introduce the story. We have the main character, Joel, his little daughter, Sarah, who's 12 years old, who stayed up at night to give him his birthday present, a watch.
Hold on one sec. Timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
And so she now gets woken up by her Uncle Tommy.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something.
Spooky.
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
The first real enemy encounter in this game doesn't happen until like the 19-minute mark. There's a lot of story we just got to get through.
What was that all?
It does get us used to the idea of a really good walking sim.
Dad?
Look at us go. So don't blink.
Not a running sim. We have to emphasize that.
Turn the corner. There we go.
What was that?
One thing that you'll see quite a lot during this game are instances where Anthony crouch walks. There are some sections where, especially when there's dialogue going on, you can't run. You can walk, but unfortunately walking is actually slower than going into a crouch and moving forward that way. So whenever that can be done,
Anyone come in here?
No, who would come in?
that's what will happen.
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
Everyone say hi to Jimmy.
And say goodbye to Jimmy as well.
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here.
Shortest lasting character in the whole game.
Jimmy.
How often have we seen Jimmy bite it?
Jimmy,
Oh,
I'm
that's a good
warning
question.
you.
For me,
Don't.
probably like 7,000 times maybe.
And anybody who thinks that it never gets old, oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, this morning.
I've seen this so many times I usually just mute it in my headset.
Yeah.
I can manage though. It's okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
All right, so Grounded, let's explain a little bit what Grounded is. It's the hardest of 5 difficulties. Again, it's DLC. So if you want to play it on PlayStation 3, you actually have to buy the difficulty. But on Remastered, it's included for free. Some things with Grounded, really, like compared to when you have full health, getting punched 3 times is a death. Shotgun blast is a death. Rifle and El Diablo will leave you with like that much health. Basically, the description is enemies do like 3 times the damage that they normally do.
And just to make it even friendlier, one of the things that you are denied in Grounded mode is a HUD.
Yep. Heads-up display is disabled on the bottom right, so you can't see how much health you have. You can't see how many bullets you have left in the clip of your gun. You can't see how many melee weapon hits you have left, shiv uses. You can use the D-pad to see how many bullets you have but you can't see like how many are in the clip, whether you have to reload it or not. So that you just got to keep track of that. Now, crafting ingredients. You have blades, binding, rags, alcohol, explosives, and sugar used to craft nail bombs, Molotovs, smoke bombs, shivs, modded weapons. And they're a lot more scarce on Grounded. Easy mode, there'd be a full table full of fully filled rags, alcohol, other crafting ingredients. On Grounded, there's probably a quarter of one of them.
Although, interestingly, when it comes to parts and pills, which are what you use to upgrade your character and your weapons and all that kind of thing, they are consistent regardless of your difficulty level.
Yep. Which is very nice that there's some consistency in this game with that.
Yeah. But we don't actually upgrade very much. Just get the bare minimum. What you will notice, and it's kind of incredible, the ideal, and it does happen very often, is towards the end of the game, Anthony will show the inventory and it will be empty because he's picked up and used absolutely everything that was necessary and not a part extra.
Actually, there's one. Now there's just one extra part.
Of course, because it has been very, very slightly rerouted over the past few months.
Yep. All we upgrade in this run is the right holster and the clip capacity in the rifle. That's it. And the supplements, we need 50 of them. We upgrade the weapon sway, and that's it. And we'll have just enough.
Now, my job here really isn't to explain strategy or things like that. My main purpose is to try to explain the story. All I need to say, because you've probably got the idea already by now, is that things are not good in the town of Austin.
Is that where it takes place? I didn't even know.
The real Austin as well.
I haven't played this game for its story in like 4 years.
Can I get in a few donations? Because we have had a lot so far.
Yes, you can. Yep.
We have a $300 donation by Sandy.
Yay!
Simply saying, good luck for your run. And also there is a $100 donation by Kim.
Aw.
Hey, Kim.
Saying, Anthony, can't believe you're actually at ESA. Let's go for that Left Behind run. Love you.
Thank you,
Also,
thank you, Timothy.
we have a $30 donation by Poika Boy. We love you, Ants. I'll drop a 50 if you get that truck push. Best luck on the run.
I gotta go for it now.
Thank you all for your very, very generous donations. Let's keep that up.
Thank you, guys.
Nice, Tommy. That's the most helpful thing you're gonna see from a companion, by the way.
Yeah. And we're about to run through possibly one of the least helpful areas in the game.
Yep.
What these townsfolk could do now, we don't know. We really don't know.
Tommy's consistent, though. He runs
Yeah.
in the same spot, but you can get blocked by these people. They just don't acknowledge you.
But what is kind of crazy with this section is that all of these townspeople, they can glitch through you, and then the moment they've done that, they develop hitboxes and block you. It can be very frustrating. They also have no sense of staying upright.
That's pretty good so far.
Oh, that's nice.
Nope.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
Also very quickly, because I forgot to mention, the incentive for the Left Behind run has been met with $857.
Nice. Nice. Thank you. And commiserations, friend.
Looks like we'll be here for 3 hours and 5 minutes then.
Yes.
He's dead. God damn it. We're almost.
You gotta turn the camera there, because otherwise Tommy will like sometimes despawn behind you. You gotta keep him in the shot.
Come on. Joel.
That's a good intro.
Yes.
It's really all I was
Very
looking for.
Get to the highway. Go. You got Sarah. I can outrun him. I will meet you there. Hurry.
All right. Like I said, we're skipping all the cutscenes, but we're also sometimes gonna restart and counter
It'll be fine.
at random points throughout the run, but also sometimes right after the cutscene. and that will like skip like the camera panning around and introducing a new area. It can save, well, it varies. Sometimes like 6 or 7 seconds, but here it's going to save like 15 seconds.
And the cutscene that we're about to skip is, spoiler alert, it's the death of Sarah, killed by a soldier who's been sent by the military to basically stop anybody from leaving the town. We now join the game 20 years later. The story here is that he and Tess are, they survive as smugglers, basically, dealing in whatever. There's a guy called Robert who's reneged on some kind of arms deal, so they're going to go and sort him out. This is the quest. You can't call it a quest, can you? It's the job that we're doing.
Attention. Citizens are required to carry a
Like I said, a lot of downtime at the start, but this run picks up and there's more strats than I can keep up with. We just gotta get there.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's running simulator.
Trivia point coming up here. Those two road signs that you see in the distance over there, those are actually from Pittsburgh, outside the hotel. Mm-hmm. They're exactly the same one. So we have the Fort Duquesne Bridge being posted in Boston.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Strange. Now, I think what probably happened there, is they just put a couple of pieces of artwork up to see what they look like, and then forgot to take them down.
What's your business here?
Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
All right, move on through. Thanks.
That was done by the Fireflies.
Yes. Now, the Fireflies were created as a kind of resistance movement very soon after the outbreak of this cordyceps infection. You can see by their techniques, they're kind of regarded as almost like terrorists. Although they think they have the right idea. They want to restore government.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
All right, you're forced to use the med kit here. Can't move until you're fully healed. And really the only strat here is to get past this hallway guy. Where is he? He's right over there.
Or we
They prefer to walk very, very slowly.
Cute. Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east
We're going to try our best
Clear. I just used it. No patrol.
to just kind of walk around them.
Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene.
If you get very, very lucky. It's so difficult to do. I'd call it lucky. I would say that there's a little bit of luck in terms of exactly how he moves. But sometimes if you get in front of him, you'll actually get launched down the corridor.
See you around.
Yep. Backup strat is getting in front of Tess. See if I can push her out of the way.
For Robert? What do you make of
Nope.
Wow.
That's like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It's okay though. All right, here's a restart encounter in between these two lines. On the ground.
us?
Kind of teleports us in here a little bit.
How's it going?
Saves
Stirring up out there. How we looking over here?
10, 12 seconds.
Yeah, because it also removes just a little bit of animation of the guy on the couch there. He does a gesture towards that, basically.
Yeah, sometimes like the animations of like their
I'll take it easy out there.
their actions kind of lags behind their actual dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this
So I can
place
see in the
is
dark
great.
so much better on this
Need to
monitor.
watch what they throw away down here. There be light.
It's gonna come in handy in the hotel.
Let's grab our gear.
All right. There's some downtime here. I think we have time for a donation.
Perfect. We have a lot of donations.
Oh.
Nice.
So, End Boss Force donated $10, saying, "Great event, ESA. Keep it up." At Anthony, "What's good, my boy? Much love from your colony." Then we had $10 from Elkier26. "Hey, Ant and Anax. So happy to finally see you run at a marathon, and Thank you so much for inspiring me in speedrunning and showing what pushing a game is all about. This goes towards no high five, cause Ellie really does not deserve it. Good
Attaboy.
luck for milk.
Attaboy.
But where the gravel's thin donated $15 saying, "Hey Ant, good luck on your run today. This is going to high five Ellie because she deserves it after all those times you've left her hanging. Super proud to see you here. Go show everyone how great The Last of Us speedrunning is." We've also had a $50 donation by Kendra2020 saying, "Yay! So excited to see Ant running at ESA. Hi Ant from the Ant Colony. Woot woot. Oh, and hi Dino.
Oh, thank you very much.
Smiley face. Thank you all for
Hi
your
there, Kendra.
donations.
Gotta be around here somewhere.
All right, there's also some instances in the game where I think you mentioned before, I crouch walk instead of walking because there are times where the game doesn't let you jog or run or sprint, and crouch walking is faster than normal walking. And I also may or may not have lost like 20 runs in my life putting that ladder against the wall.
You must be thinking of someone else.
May or may not.
Should we just say allegedly?
Yes.
Down through here.
You do sometimes get a weird little thing that happens there on the patched version where Tess backs up the steps.
Should be easy to unload. Hold up. Spores.
If that happens, you just skip this crouch walking here.
Yeah.
Where the hell are all these coming from?
I've had it where sometimes he just doesn't put his mask on here. And then he puts it on right here.
I should be able to fit through here.
As we will find on a few occasions, Joel and Masonry don't get on all that well, do they?
All right. Finally, here comes an enemy encounter. Took us 15 minutes.
Watch it.
All right, now easy through survivor difficulty. There's only there's 2 pistol bullets there. On grounded, there's 1. One thing I forgot to mention is ammo drops are a lot. There's just a lot less of them. So now we have 5 bullets, and there's 3 enemies here. We're gonna headshot all 3 of them. Hopefully. Pew. Wish I could shoot there, but I can't. Here we go. I'll do everything, Tess. Don't worry. Good.
Beautiful. There are so many occasions on this run where you're going to, I would be tempted to say, don't try this at home, okay? Because Ant makes it look very, very easy. But the reason why he can do these are he will spend hours and hours and hours on one section perfecting it. It's kind of muscle memory in the end, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Again, allegedly, I may or may not have spent 15 hours on one section like a month ago.
Yeah. Now, here's an interesting little... there are 2 spots? No, well, it's kind of 2.5 if you think about the outside as well, just as you start the outside section, where being in a crouched position and holding sprint, Joel will kind of take off from that ledge rather than just dropping down.
And I'm pretty sure that's only possible on remastered because of the frame rate.
Yeah.
Make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
Right here, let Tess get in front of you and just
Clear. Come on.
hang really close behind her.
And another restart encounter here just to teleport, basically, from this little room into the next.
Saves half a second.
Yeah.
It also sometimes avoids a blue screen crash there.
Yeah.
I've had a crash there like 3 or 4 different times. Also, the light's kind of broken in here if you just point the camera up.
Hey, little man.
Nice. All right, Joel's got a long journey ahead of him, so we're going
Yeah.
to do some
Donations.
No
squats.
soldiers?
Do some squats.
Oh, I can keep going with the donations, yes.
Yes. We've got time now.
All right. Christru45 donated $10, saying, "Good luck, Ant. GDQ is missing out." All caps. Mr. Racing Monster donated $5. "Hey, Beasto, good luck with the run. You're a beast for being so committed so long. Hope we can see the left behind bonus, which we will be seeing. Your free Twitch resubber, Mr. Racing Monster. Also, Texan Sam donated $15 for Ant. So proud of you, my man. And B-Tails donated $10. And I'm proud of you, my guy. Good luck with the run. May Bill be kind.
Unlikely.
And Kong Kong donated $10 without a donation. Also, quickly, I want to shout out our partner, Western Digital Black. WD Black is a returning partner of ESA, and their WD Black NVMe SSDs provide the speed which we speedrunners need. WD Black is also providing prices which aren't provided now, that is still on the blurb, so yeah. Thanks for all the donations,
Yes,
and
thank
keep
you
them
guys.
coming.
And that guy, it turns out that although he's not named, that guy that we just passed there is called Pete. Didn't know that until a couple of weeks ago.
No clue. I was today years old when I learned about that.
Yeah. Now, this is another nice little combat.
Yep. Now, again, enemies will only drop ammo when we're close to nothing or we have nothing. With the pistol, it's 3 or less. Revolver and shotgun is 2 or less. Rifle is 0. Shorty, I think, is 1. But before, remember, we had 5. We had 3 headshots, and now we have 2. There's only... There's 3 guys there, but... Yeah, now there's 2. So...
Now, this
2
is
bullets.
This is a strat that changed quite recently. It used to be a case of running around to the right here.
Good.
But that is a lot quicker.
Ooh, he dropped an extra one, nice. Normally, the first guy always drops 3, but it's, I'd say like 20% of the time he drops an extra one.
Yeah. Okay, in rapid succession, we have 3 little combats coming up now.
Give me your hand.
Now, this next section, there's a locked door, and there's 3 enemies to kill. And the last enemy you kill is the one who has the key. It's never assigned to a specific person. It's just the last guy you kill is the one who has the key. So I'm going to get 1 headshot and then a body shot and then punch him out. And then if I do those shots on a specific spot on the ground in a specific way, the last guy should take cover right next to the door. So I won't have to waste time going across the whole area.
And one of the things that you'll see for the first time, and it happens on a few occasions, is how ridiculously far away you can be from an object and still be able to pick it up.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I got to back up, though.
It can happen.
We're good. Little speed bump. We're fine.
How far away was he from that key?
I know.
Crazy.
All right. We're just trying to conserve ammo here. That's good. We're good with ammo now.
And again, that is incredibly tough.
Boom, boom. Get the med kit just to play it safe, and they dropped one. Perfect. All right. Just that one shove against the wall, that was the problem.
Yeah.
That animation in particular I really don't like because it'll interrupt one that you already started, and there's nothing you can do about that. Hopefully that's the last we see of it, though.
Oh, don't say that, Anthony.
Well, I said hopefully.
Oh, dear. I don't want to look now. I don't want to look.
All right. I don't know how many enemies are here, but we're just going to run past them all. Just get to the door. Stop sprinting here, get the brick, start up again. The alert is part of the strat. Take a wide turn around this guy, otherwise he'll choke you out. And that's that.
We are now about to go into another, well, we're about to skip another cutscene, I should say, where we meet Marlene, who is the leader of the Fireflies, just after Tess has killed, that's Robert, just after Tess has killed him. In return for the weapons, Marlene wants something transported out of the city. That's all we know for now.
Yep.
We almost got him.
Okay, so there is Marlene.
All right, grab this melee weapon. We're gonna. I said
Ooh.
grab it. There we go. We're gonna use it later.
Through here.
It's so weird. You can be so far away from something and still be able to pick it up, but melee weapons, you have to like wrestle them out from under your shoe.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that makes this game kind of awkward when you're trying to be very, very quick is when a melee weapon is amongst other things on the ground, it prioritizes the pickup of that melee weapon above all of the other stuff. And it can make a single pickup seemingly take forever.
All right, because this is going to be tough to explain later on, I'm going to explain it the best I can right here. So if I look in my backpack right now, we can't craft anything. We just have the stuff we picked up. But picking up the shiv, it's the first one we ever picked up, and this introduces us to crafting. So we didn't have a blade or a binding, but we picked up our first shiv, and that gave us a full thing of blades and binding because we didn't have it already. And
Joel, give me a hand with this.
yeah, basically when you pick up your first of something, the game gives you the crafting ingredients to craft another one of what you picked up. But it only does it on the first one you pick up. So for your first med kit, you'll get a full thing of rags and alcohol. Your first Molotov, you'll get a full thing of rags and alcohol. Same goes for the smoke bomb and the modded melee weapon. But it'll only fill it up in your inventory if you don't have anything there. If I had a full blade and binding, it wouldn't fill up the second slot, basically. That'll come into play much later.
And another thing which Anthony exploits on this is I'll let you do this. I'll wait for the downtime after this combat.
All right. Stop sprinting right here. Start up again right here. If we sprint the whole way, you're spotted, like, now. Distract him. A little bump on the head.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. We don't get shot. Crouch behind there. Just distract him as well, and we're home free. Probably like 7 or 8 enemies there. You don't have to kill any of them. We can just
And this is
run past.
another classic crouch walk moment here, the amount of time that you save. I was just going to say before, there are a number of things which when you pick them up for the first time, when they're first available, Joel will go through quite a lengthy animation of examining, oh, it's a gun, how does this work? So what you generally do is ignore the first one and wait for a subsequent, because it will replace it further on in the game, and it won't give you that animation.
Yep, we're going to do that with the med kit. The game is like, it keeps putting them in your way. It's like, Anthony, will you please pick up this med kit? And I'm just like, no. We'll pick it up later. All right, halfway up the stairs, restart encounter. And that puts Marlene right here. Saves like 17 seconds because Joel can't open the door by himself for some reason. We have to learn that.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Can I read a few donations?
Yes,
Of course you can.
Good. Soma donated $25. Good luck with the run, and here's to Fast Maria and Useful Bill.
Yeah.
In the words of our friend Henry, we did it. Rippin donated $50,
Yay.
saying, Bill, please behave, and good luck, Anthony.
Thanks, Rippin.
Worm donated $15, saying, please let's not high-five Ellie. She certainly doesn't deserve it and never will.
Oh, harsh.
Megarelli donated another $5, saying, hi, Ant from behind you. Here's another 5 towards not high-fiving Ellie, because we don't have 5 seconds to save her.
It's technically 3, isn't it? Technically, it's 3 seconds.
Streetwise Live donated $20, saying, good luck and hope you have a great run. Staying up to watch this. Cool, smiley. Time Zones donated $5, saying, awesome to see Anthony speedrun of one of my favorite games of all time. Let's get hyped for The Last of Us Part 2.
I don't know.
And the lovely Agent 69 donated $5 without a comment. Thank you all for your donations.
Thank you, guys. That's brilliant. And yeah, so we just skipped another cutscene where we've just discovered what our cargo is, and it's a 14-year-old girl called Ellie. We don't really know why, but she has to be delivered to a contingent of fireflies. Can't really say much about that cutscene there.
Nope. They're just waiting for Tess, really.
Yeah, that's it. Although, interestingly, Ellie does comment on Joel's broken watch. It's the watch that Sarah bought for him 20 years earlier. He still wears it, although
Yeah, there it is.
it's no longer optimal.
Right, like I said, this run picks up at around the 36, 37 minute mark. Like this section right here is really just running past a group of soldiers. And it's pretty consistent.
There's just that one little trick here which is quite hard to get, and we just call it the corner jump, don't we?
Oh, there's actually a little trick right here. If you climb this ladder and then immediately point the camera up and mash triangle, you can get the triangle prompt at the bottom of the ladder where you otherwise have to climb to the top. So, climb, point the camera up, mash triangle, and you got the triangle prompt at the bottom. Saves like 3 or 4 seconds. Early on with not much going on, this stuff makes a difference in the long run.
Okay, so a little bit more walking here, no action, but what will happen is as they get through this trailer, they get caught by a couple of military. And basically, these guys, being very reasonable, kill the soldiers. They also discover that Ellie appears to be immune from the cordyceps fungus, or she claims to be, anyway.
I'm actually outside.
And just as they're kind of discussing or thinking about what to do next, more military arrive, having already been called by these 2 soldiers, so they have to run.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, the famous corner jump.
Yep, a little bit.
Oh, and the launch as well. We got the earlier I was
Yep.
talking about when Joel is in a confined area. So just watch the way that he launches out of this pipe here.
Yep. And all you got to do is hold down the sprint button when he's like this, and then bloop, little launch. Again, I think only possible on PS4. All right, right here. This is a little awkward jump you can do here. Got it.
Perfect.
Yep. It's annoying if you don't get that. You have to climb here differently. All right, and just crouch right here. Ignore the flashlight, and they have no clue you're here. I'm free. That one saves 1 second right there. Places you right here.
And here's a little section where if you've not played the game before, or you're just encountering this for the first time, you think that there's a load of combat to do, but you just run. You just run.
Yeah, the whole right side is free of enemies. Now we do need a brick before we leave this area, which also coincides with when we're alerted. Miss me, thank you.
Oh yes, and Joel can take a hit.
Oh, no. Okay, good. It's very inconvenient to get shot there.
Yeah.
Because if the run goes perfectly, we don't use any med kits. We grab that extra one in the slums just for marathon safety.
Shit. I got more soldiers.
These guys, despite the fact that Joel can have his flashlight on and they're pointing a flashlight down, they can't see him.
Yep. Hello, fellas. Nothing. You can't pull out your gun either. They're just there for show, really.
And we'll have another little cutscene here, which is where Tess basically persuades Joel that they should continue to take. They have to take Ellie to what's called the Capitol Building, which is it all towns or all towns and cities have a Capitol Building in America? I don't know.
I just know how to play this game fast. All right. If you climb these at certain angles, he'll keep running. Sometimes when you climb stuff, he'll stand still for like a second. But if you climb them at angles, he'll be able to keep moving. Like I said, over 3 hours, it does save time.
Remember at the very start of the game, Sarah was woken by a phone call from her uncle Tommy. One thing that we learned in an earlier cutscene is that for a while, Tommy was with the Fireflies, which is one of the reasons why Marlene has entrusted this transport of Ellie to Joel. And it's kind of significant in the next major cutscene that we have. Because some of these cutscenes are very long, and there's no way that I can explain everything that's going on, in the space of a few seconds. So it's just important to remember who Tommy is.
Clicker.
Yeah, he was there in the intro, but he plays a role much later on as well.
Yeah.
Infectional duty. So what are they?
We never explained the stages of infected.
Yep.
Like that?
Now, the first ones that we saw were called runners, and people turn into runners after a couple of days, basically. You then have stalkers. Stalkers are the really scary ones.
They're only in 2 areas in the whole game.
Yeah. Thank heavens, we wouldn't want more. Oh, don't bother with your controller here.
Yeah, you don't have to hit square.
No.
Naughty Dog's lying to you. You don't have to hit square.
Now, that's not a stalker, that's a clicker.
Yep.
But the stalkers they're sly. They will hide, and the way that they attack you they do a lot more damage, I think.
Yes, they do. They attack in like combos: punch, grab, push against the wall, stuff like that.
Clickers are kind of scary, but they're completely blind.
Yeah, they're slow, and really, like, if you're playing on easy or normal versus grounded, there's really no difference, because it's a one-hit kill if they catch up to you.
Yeah.
Clear.
And then the final stage is the bloater, which, the bloater is very, very dangerous, but it's also extremely slow. But what the bloater does is it throws spore balls at you,
Pretty
for
much,
want of a
yeah.
better... And they do a lot of damage, surprisingly.
Especially on grounded. You spend like 2 seconds in like the cloud of spores, and you're dead.
Yeah.
Clickers?
Speaking of Naughty Dog, can I get in a few donations?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, of course.
A real Riley donated $10 saying, just wanted to let Ant know that Naughty Dog tweeted to watch this run on ESA less than 3.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you, Naughty Dog.
Smitimus, I don't know, donated $10 saying, Ellie's one of my favorite characters from any video game ever.
He's gonna high five him.
Yes.
He's gonna want the high five.
But she still doesn't deserve a high five.
Oh yeah, let's go, man.
Lucking donated $10 saying, keep up with the good work. And Annex, you guys are awesome. Let's hope for some help from Bill and Henry at least this time. Cheers from Brazil.
Thanks, man.
And Enbird donated $25. Good luck, and hopefully the sub 25 comes soon. We have a few more. Count donated $10 saying, donating here from India. Oh, God. Donating from here in the US. I am loving the commentary that goes along with this speedrun, making this so enjoyable to watch. Netala donated $20. Good luck, have fun. I hope this helps. Smiley face.
Thanks, Nutella.
Freeperful donated $10. Hey Ants and Anex. Good luck on the run. And Phoenix Tears 18 donated $15. Hey Ants and Dino. Dream team for sure. The Ant colony is proud. A big high five to you both. And Ellie. Thank you all very much for a donation. And at the moment, the bid war is standing at high-fiving Ellie with $203 towards and $95 towards not high-fiving her. So get in those donations if you want to leave her hanging.
Thank you very much. Just perfect timing. Just watch this. This is poetry. This is absolute poetry.
I don't see the clicker. That's not good. All right, might be okay. I'm gonna play it safe here. All right. There we go.
I mean, I always applaud that, because seriously, if you've never done that, even if you've done that combat 10 times, a dozen times, one of the things that makes that difficult is actually the fact that the floor is on an angle.
Yeah, angles on, like, you can even see, it's like tilted. If you're swinging up at a human or an infected, the hit will like do damage, but he won't react to it. Angles kind of breaks the combat in this game. And also, we forgot to mention, but what is it? A brick or bottle throw and a swing with a melee weapon is a one-hit kill.
Yeah.
So we use that to our advantage there. Now, we skipped picking up the revolver before the fight because, again, he looks at it for 10 seconds like he's never seen a gun before. But if we pick it up after the fight, he just picks it up. You still get the tutorial screen, but there's nothing you can do about that. And we're also skipping picking up med kits because, remember what I said before, the one we picked up in the slums doesn't count towards crafting. Basically, we want to use more Molotovs in this run than we will medkits. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep delaying picking up medkits. And we're doing that so we pick up a Molotov beforehand. We could pick that one up, but he looks at it for a while.
Now,
So
we've got a very, very interesting little strat coming up here. This is where
right here.
we don't have an enemy despawn. We do something here to actually stop it spawning in the first place.
Yep. So if you get alerted, like before the halfway point in this section, the clicker that's under the ladder that leads to the outside, it doesn't spawn in. If you stealth the whole way, there's a clicker there. But if you get alerted, he's not there. So what we're going to do is almost get alerted. We're going to distract that clicker with that brick, and we're almost going to get alerted.
The blind clicker knows that there is a window to climb through there, incidentally. I hope you noticed that.
And then when we get here, clicker, not there. So we just continue onward. Now this ladder is very difficult to climb up because they want to climb out before you, but we're trying to go fast. So we're going to craft this Molotov. Out of my way, please. Thank you. So now we're ready to pick up our first med kit, which will be later on. Again, it places it further until you pick one up finally. And that will give it, because we're empty on rags and alcohol, we're going to get the crafting ingredients to craft another Molotov because they require the same crafting ingredients. It's basically just inventory manipulation.
And the reason why Anthony crafted at the foot of the ladder there is it stops either Tess and or Ellie from just blocking him, basically.
Yep. Now, that spot right there, you need to fire that bullet, and I can't stress this enough, on a very specific spot on the ground. It doesn't matter where you fire the gun. It matters where Joel is standing when he fires the gun. And if you do that perfectly, 3 runners in that building will run out to the right, and it leaves the left side of the building clear. So you can just run in, move the crate. And then I turn the crate when I'm leaving because they only see the crate. They don't see you. They're alerted by you, not the moving crate. They're like, huh, that crate's moving, but I don't see anyone, so they don't really care. So you can climb up and leave before they even know you're there. All right, now the museum. What's worth mentioning here? There's a revolver. Oh, there's a med kit to pick up right before. And then it's basically just, yeah.
There's an almost impossible to describe way of getting past the clicker that's blocking your door on this this next section. Anthony can explain it far better than I can. There's a very subtle change in its animation. Once it's, and that's the bit that you're looking for. That's your cue to run past it.
Yeah. There's 3 clickers in the next section, and they're just walking. When you're almost alerted, he'll be flat-footed and kind of like stretch his shoulders a little bit, and that's your cue to go.
I'm alive.
Yeah, there's some sections where you have to kill everyone and some sections where you don't. You don't have to kill anybody here. So here we go. We got the med kit, by the way, and that will give us, as you can see, another thing of rags and alcohol. So later on, we'll craft another Molotov out of it. So right there. And just run past. All right, now this runner here can be a little finicky. Let's see what he does.
Really can't describe just how difficult that really is. The timing of it is so precise.
Okay. You can get pushed against the wall there, just like what happened before.
Yeah.
And I didn't mention this earlier, but when we got ambushed by that clicker that Tess killed, it did 2 bars of damage. So we only have 3 bars left. That plus sign will go away. If that plus sign fills in on any of your companions, they die and it's game over. It restarts. It places you at a checkpoint. That plus sign goes away every time. Also, we're just leaving them. I'm sure they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They're fine, yeah.
Not much to say about this cutscene coming up now. Only there's just a nice little moment where Joel looks at his watch again, and it's kind of where he's starting to have a bit of a bond with Ellie, which is what this story is about. Okay, another dumpster puzzle. What should we do with the dumpster? Any ideas? Right, again, this is a lengthy cutscene coming up, so I might as well, you know, spoiler alert before we actually get there. Unfortunately, Tess was bitten in the museum. That's not a euphemism. She was literally in the museum when she got bit.
Yep.
And
we left her alone for 30 seconds.
Yeah, useless. She sacrifices herself at this point, because the military arrived. The military are still hunting these guys down for the killing of the 2 soldiers early on, and she persuades Joel to get Ellie to Tommy, who I mentioned before, used to be with the Fireflies, because he will at least know where she's supposed to go. Because what Ellie has said is that they are hoping to use her to find a cure. So
Tommy lives very far away, so
and he does, yes.
We end up needing help by getting a car, but that's a little later. But right here, we're gonna skip Joel looking at a new weapon for like 10 seconds by spawning in the enemies and then picking up the gun at the last second. So we get supplements there. We'll have enough at the end of the game. So right there. Now stop sprinting here.
I got this.
Start up again a little bit.
Oh, I was wondering whether or not that was right. Yeah, it felt like he just got slowed a little bit by like scenery, basically.
Yep. Now let's see what we get here.
2 things can happen.
All right, so far it's good.
We got the good one. Good. Sometimes that soldier at the far end will come into this room. That's the problem.
I see it.
Okay, perfect.
Fine.
I thought he was going to spot me. Yeah, when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you have to stop your sprint and then start up again once you hit the water, and you won't get spotted. Now, another thing that can happen there is the guy ends up walking towards you. Or, no, the first guy ends up walking in the room to the right, so you got to go down the middle and take care of an enemy. But we got the better RNG there. And here's your proof that she can't get infected because she's breathing in spores and nothing's happening.
Okay, so it's a fairly straightforward run past these 2 soldiers here. Probably a good time for any donations if you have some.
It is a very good time, yes. We got $20 from Satori Earth,
AJ?
saying, getting slammed at work but found a moment to donate. Great to see you go from 15 viewers and your mom questioning your choices to being at ESA. From questioning your mom to being at ESA for 14K viewers in a few years. Hi, Ant Mom. Much love. Hashtag AntFact69. Never high five.
Thanks, Jay.
We got $5 from Jonathan, saying, great to see you running at ESA Ant. Sub 3 hours was such a huge deal 3 years ago, and now you're even faster. You're awesome. Waity donated $10. The day has finally arrived to see our Lord Ant showcase this legendary game speed tech to the masses. Glad to see you and Dino taking a crack at it together. Love you guys. What a legendary run already. Adrian MPC donated $50.
Yay.
Best of luck, Ant. And thank you, Dino, for the exceptional commentary. Could not be happier to see you at ESA. And finally, Scullion8 donated $5, saying, Ant, you've provided so much entertainment for me over the years, so I had to donate. All the best of luck in your deserved appearance at ESA. By the way, the official Naughty Dog Twitter account gave you around a shout out. Good luck. Kind Bill, please. Also, I'm gonna take this chance to say a word about our partner, ViewSonic Elite. ViewSonic Elite provided us with all the monitors here at this event that they use here for speedrunning, but also in the practice rooms. So thanks to them, they are a long-term partner of ESA. And yeah, they have a lot of experience from CRT to 1 millisecond LCD monitors. So thanks to them, and also, of course, thank you for all your donations.
Thank you very much, guys.
There we go.
Okay, we just skipped a little cutscene there where Joel, it's almost nothing has happened. Joel has just sort of said that he knows this guy who lives a few miles away. They need a car. So we're going to go and find him. Now, this is another one where, as well as being in crouch mode to move faster, Anthony is also holding the sprint button. And as soon, it's not like you're looking for a moment at which Joel can start running. As soon as he's able to, he just will.
Yeah, while I was crouch walking there, I was holding down the sprint button, and then it just changes automatically.
Yeah.
Most of the time when it changes from a jog to a sprint, you have to let go, then hold it back down. But not there.
So is it 2 spots? There's in the dam as well. Is that the only other time it happens?
I think so.
Yeah.
You can do it here, but that'll glitch out the game. Now, what we did with the med kits and delaying picking them up until we crafted a Molotov, we're going to do the same thing here with modded weapons and nail bombs. There's modded weapons placed all throughout Billstown. They're basically bats and pipes with blades in them, and if you swing it at an enemy, it's a one-hit kill. But when you pick up your first one, it'll delay, or it'll prevent later spawns of it. So you can only get one. If I pick it up here, there won't be ones later. And we're going to wait to pick it up until we get and craft our first nail bomb. And then I believe we use those extra crafting ingredients for a modded bat at Henry's.
Right, there's a lot of stuff that goes on here. It's very difficult to explain. There's timings of when you open things, not so much what you pick up, when you do things. We're looking for a particular line of dialogue from Ellie, which will speed up her opening this gate for us.
I don't hear her. Where is she? Is she right here?
She's close enough.
Oh, yeah, she is close enough.
Yeah.
So what happened there is we go into that building and pick up parts and pills, and if you spend an extra second in that building, it triggers the dialogue that happens in there, and we bring it out here, and it skips the dialogue that normally happens out here, and you can boost her up like 6 seconds faster. And that's the strat right there that I get asked about the most. Like, why would you waste a bullet? It's because we're going to get caught in a trap in a little bit, and once we're done with it, we're going to get a bunch of revolver ammo. So we can just use it, we can just waste it here. And it allows us to sprint this little bit right here, because there were 2 clickers back there. They were just kind of hiding in a shack or something. And also coming up right here, this is 2 strats that I get asked about the most.
Yeah.
Ellie is kind of inconsistent with how fast she follows behind you. And we have to wait for her. Pretty. We have to wait for her to cross that right there. Gonna get those arrows. Now, sometimes she's very, very slow. So what we can do is pick up the plank and place it as far as we can to the right, and that will kind of trick the game into thinking that she's already crossed it, so we can pick it up from the other side without waiting for her. Also, we're skipping picking up the bow, because again, he's going to look at it for like 10 seconds, and we can pick it up later. So press triangle to place. There it is. As long as the wood is touching the silver, we're fine. We can pick it up from the other side. Ellie, she can still make it up here on her own. That saves another like 6 or 7 seconds.
Now, if you don't move that plank over to the side, as Anthony did, Joel will cross it, and he has to wait for Ellie to cross it as well. And it's quite slow. It's deceptive, isn't it? How much do you think that saves?
7 or 8,
Yeah.
honestly. And she can lose even more time than that if she's just randomly slower. There's a clicker, but we don't really care. Bye, clicker. Okay. Ellie can't believe how fast we're going. It's amazing.
Yeah. She's easily impressed.
There's some nail bombs in her way. Gonna pick this up.
Have to reload that revolver there.
Yes, if you don't have any ammo in your revolver, you have to reload it as soon as you start this section. So we reloaded it so we have like 3 or 4. Now right here, we're gonna get swarmed with runners and clickers. Ellie's focused on cutting the rope, so we just have to hold them off. Now on easy through survivor difficulty, if a runner catches up to you, you can mash square to like punch it off of you and you get a free headshot. Grounded mode, you're dead if they catch up to you, whether it's a runner or a clicker. So we want to keep them at bay. It's 2 hits to kill a runner and 4 hits to kill a clicker. And their spawns are consistent, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to not miss. And yeah, there's basically an infinite supply of ammo here.
Even when Ellie throws ammo over to Joel, it's purely cosmetic. Nothing is actually happening.
Yeah, she's not giving you ammo there. Okay. I got the good RNG.
Just hand her the rope.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we're safe because Ellie's going to accidentally knock this off the table, which will put us too high to be attacked. So we really have to defend her now. You can lose a lot of time here just from a runner catching up to her. I believe there's 4 more runners and 1 more clicker to deal with. Now what we're going to do to get a lot more, because you're given a lot of revolver ammo after this.
Ellie, they're getting close.
Gonna reload it. Now 1, 2, 2, 3. Reload the gun completely. And deliver the final blow. That was the last enemy in the section, and because we reloaded it, we're going to get a lot more revolver ammo leaving here. It should be 16. And if you didn't do that, you would leave here with anywhere from 11 to 13. And this ammo is going to last us the rest of the run.
Yeah.
And we really only use it in like 3 sections. We're going to use this revolver ammo in 3 sections, and that's it for the rest of the run. Well, winter, but you're given a fully loaded revolver from the game. All right, that's Bill. Him killing that runner is the most useful thing you're going to see him do in this whole run, unfortunately. It's pretty much confirmed. Hopefully he's not too bad.
Okay, so we're going to come up to a cutscene which is all about Ellie's bad attitude, I suppose, but Bill confirms that there is some stuff. He hasn't got a car. He hasn't got a working car, but he does confirm that he knows where to get something to fix a car up. So we're going to follow him.
Yep. And here's the bow right here. No time looking at it. Now you have to enter this door as close as you can to him. That's good. That'll work. And what that'll do is that'll allow us to push him out of the way up top.
You can tell it's worked because he will take a little step back.
Right
Just
there.
there.
Yep. So let him run, give him some space, then follow him, and then get out of my way. Thank you, Bill. Oh, and very random. Me doing this all the time, it's not part of the speed run. It's just something I do to relax a little bit, stretch the fingers. Because it's annoying to a lot of people. All right, once his feet hit the floor here, restart encounter, and that will place Bill in front of us, which saves, God, like 20 seconds maybe. And the reason we picked up that brick before we started the fight is because it'll kill him. Kim Strat.
Yeah, I thought the 2 of you were inseparable.
All right, now here. I cannot. I have to get this first try. If I don't, it'll eat my Molotov. All right, I'm gonna go towards that one. I throw the Molotov near the nail bombs so they don't Well, let me do it first. That's everyone. All right, good.
Perfect.
Yep.
If
Ellie?
you get very lucky, if it just lands in the right spot, it will kill them all in one go. But it's not. You can almost control it.
Ellie's blocking him.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah, there was a nail bomb on the ground there, and it's not. It doesn't become an active nail bomb until they know where you are. So, yeah, I threw the Molotov to gather 6 infected around there, and then once they knew where I was, it just blew all of them up.
And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you pick that fresh melee weapon up?
We're still
About to
trying to
find out.
delay. Yep, we're still delaying it. We haven't gotten our nail bomb yet, and we couldn't pick that one up. And we also have to keep track of how many hits we have left in the pipe. A pipe has 9 hits, and because the heads-up display is disabled, we have to memorize it. So from 9, 1 hit, now we have 8.
Not a great deal happened in that cutscene there, although tellingly, as we will find out a little bit later, Bill does mention the fact that he used to have somebody that he had to look after, a partner. He's very much a loner, is Bill.
Can I read a few donations?
Of course.
Yes, you can.
Good. We have a $5 donation by AnthonyCaliber. Your
my
sister
sister,
is
yeah.
so proud of you. Keep up the great work, and
Thanks, sister.
we have $50 by Sylphit. This run is really great. Might be the absolute best one so far. Amazing gameplay, and the man in white really nails the commentary. Good luck with the rest of the run.
The man in white. No, come on, this is the ant colony. Come on, come on, come on. I have a name, the ant colony.
Gunslinger Tuna donated $69,
Way.
saying, I've been really looking forward to this run. It's not every day you get to see a runner of this caliber. Best of luck with the rest of the run, and shoutouts to my boy Josh, who encouraged me to play this amazing game for the first time recently.
All right.
And we've got $15 by Mouthchew, saying, hey Ant, hyped to see you not only at a marathon, but doing so well. The speedrun misses one of the best lines, so I donate to say, how the hell would he even walk around with that thing? Thank you all for your donations.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, guys.
All right, we're just going to run past these clickers. You're supposed to hit one there with a brick. I mean, probably still okay. Yeah, we're fine.
Now.
Oh, he killed a dead clicker. Bill, why do you do that?
Oh, he does that. Now, do we know how many hits we've got left? Is it 4 or 3?
7, 6, 5, 4. I have 4 hits left.
Okay. It's very, very important that we don't have too many hits left in the melee weapon. Anthony will explain that a little bit later.
Yep. All right, here it's just running past them. Will Bill help me out here? We just need him to not get a plus sign. That's the only thing he can contribute here.
Ooh, close. Well done.
The pathfinding is a little in this game. Oh, I hear one. No, we're good. Dialogue.
This way.
Good. All right.
Got it.
Pretty good.
I must admit, I was a little bit worried when I saw those 2 guys on the other side of the garage there. They were a little bit close to each other.
Yep.
Very careful.
Because our guns aren't unupgraded, I thought I was too far away, but no, we're good. I wish they had dropped one. Again, if you go from 3 to 2, they have a chance of dropping one, but we didn't get anything, which is a little concerning. I might have to take it slow in the next area.
Stay down.
Yeah. All right, and all we got in that little shack there was 3 arrows. We're good on parts. There's a lot of parts here, but we don't need them. All right, now here, there's... We're going to manipulate Bill a little bit. If you run this way, he'll run that way, and then we can go up and get stuff here, and the triangle prompt for the door will be waiting for us right in the garage here. Now, this section's difficult to explain, but basically there's 2 waves of enemies, and... There's like 6 enemies to start, and then if you kill them all and get between the 2 buses, it'll spawn in like 8 more. But if you just rush for it without killing anybody, it'll just spawn in like 2 more. So we want to get between the buses as fast as we can, and also waste a few pipe hits, because we're going to do a thing where when the melee weapon breaks, we're going to aim, and that will, instead of breaking the or dropping the broken melee weapon, we're going to drop the gun in our holster. Here we go. Oh, I messed it up. I forgot how many hits we had left. I thought I had 4. No, because I used 1. All right, that was my bad. That's all right. We'll still get this to work. Okay, I'll get that too. That's all right. There we go. We got to go back and save him.
Stay right on my ass.
All right. So all that was my bad. I forgot how many pipe hits we had left. That's okay, though. Just got to make it through. Bill, as usual, did not help out.
Well, let's not test our
And because of we dropped our revolver, we ended up getting a lot more shotgun drops. There should be a set of 3 over there. We only like 3 or 4 for the next section. Having more than that is better, obviously.
Now, we're about to do something very, very unusual, which is only possible in grounded mode.
There we go.
In this section in the school, there's a little cutscene where we revealed that the battery that we were after in a military truck is missing, and Bill knows who has taken it. And then we face a school classroom full of infected, and we will do a very unusual thing. We will really go Rambo.
Yes, we will. Complete Rambo, and because, and this is specific only to Grounded, because it's a little naturally glitchy because it's a DLC difficulty, and they never patched this, so we just allow it. We're going to use pretty much everything here. Pay attention to what we have. 5, 16, 2, 2, and 2. I'm going to kill them. And hit the table again. All right, wait till they go limp. Restart encounter. And we get all of our stuff back. We got all of our stuff back that we just used. It's specific to here, Science Lab, and the tunnel. Only 3 spots. I don't know why. But one thing that can happen here is you can actually softlock by getting to the door too quickly. So you'll have to restart encounter anyway. So we allow it really for that reason.
There is one thing, this is actually a question for my benefit. You don't actually lock on the Molotov to this bloater.
No, this has to be a free throw. So a little up, throw, a little far left. All it has to do is hit him. And then 1, 2. Dead.
So what is it about the lock-on?
And 2 for 1. Very nice. And then he always drops 3. Get those parts, and we're good to go.
infected for a long time.
I don't know. Well, when you lock onto him and you throw it, he'll kind of try to like pat himself off, like kind of set the fire off. And it creates kind of like some invincibility frames, really. And when you throw it manually, he just falls right back onto the fire. And it just does more damage. It also improves the frame rate for some reason, and I think that's what also does it.
And talking of invincibility frames, these guys have got a fair few.
Yep.
If you let them land and try to, punch them out straight away, you can't. You just can't do it.
All right, we're fine.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Decent ammo as well, 4.
Yeah, 4's good. 4's the standard. Anything less, little tricky later.
Now we have to get ahead of Bill at this point.
Yes, he can run very quickly here. You just gotta hop ahead of him. Yeah, if they get ahead of you, they climb this ladder first. Kind of like downtown a little bit. But if you're first, you can just go.
Right, this is where we discover that Bill's partner is a guy called Frank, who got himself infected and hanged himself, unfortunately, rather tragically.
Yep. Oh, and as you saw there I'm finally picking up the melee weapon because we crafted a nail bomb, and now we have a full thing of blades and binding for later, which we wouldn't have had if we had picked one up later. And also we can use the modded bat most effectively right here.
Yep. And we discovered that the battery that Frank took is actually in that truck. Now, we can't do donations just at the moment because this is a very, very specific combat with lots of little tricks, but we will have some moments after that.
Yep. Now, the enemies spawn in this section out of thin air. They're not waiting for us. So there's a clicker and 2 runners in the first wave. But if you alert it, you don't have to hit them, you just have to alert them. Right away, the next 2 runners don't spawn in. So all you have to deal with is this clicker right here. We're gonna... That's that. Now, I'm gonna try for the truck push because someone donated for it.
Yeah.
If you stop pushing the truck the same time as Bill, the truck will push itself. It's very weird. I'm gonna try for it. Oh. Nah.
No, that's a shame. It's not...
Yeah, it's not easy. It's frame perfect.
Yeah.
Frame perfect. So we gotta kill these guys. That's okay. It was worth trying, though. Alright, he's rushing me. That's good.
Perfect.
Good, I needed
And
that.
we are about to take a journey into Pittsburgh, and this is a good time for some donations, I think.
Yep.
Very well. We have a $20 donation by Gert56. First time watching ESA, first time donating. Love the commander and his quick summary of the story cutscenes. Love the run. Love this game and runner. Love the event and charity. Lots of love. Also a $10 donation by Just Lemmers. I've been peeking at runs of yours of this game and tried my own attempt last week. Quake in fear of my sub-6 time. Run has been great so far, Anthony. Keep it up. And a special donation of $25 by Lucky Marlene. Go Ant, that was not the one. Special donation of $10 by AnthonyCaliber, saying, I'm so proud of you, Anthony. Love, Mom.
Thanks, Mama.
Nice.
Also, quickly, I just want to shout out Malmö City. Malmö City is the host of our event, and I want to thank them for their support of the event and making us feel at home. And also for all the viewers, I want to shout out the Yeti. On the Yeti.com, you can find a selection of shirts of ESA, and every shirt you buy donates $5 per shirt directly to the charity. You can also find some pins, of which $4 go directly to the charity. So check out their collection at theyeti.com/ESA. Thank you all for your donations and keep them coming.
Fantastic. Now, this is another this is a new routing here.
It's a little slower. I'm doing it just for the marathon. It saves some ammo. He's over there. Flank who? Didn't catch that. Where is he?
Where did he go? Where did he go?
Where is he? I think he's over...
Oh, is it?
Wow, okay. We're fine, we're fine. We're good.
Now, the important thing is with that is the 4 guys that you need to take out there, you need to do them fairly quickly because it doesn't change the point at which... Oh!
Nah, it didn't work. Yeah. That's a shame.
It doesn't change the point at which those 3 guys appear over the bus. What you're looking to do is clear these guys in such a time scale that you can get to the bus and be aiming to take the next 3 out. If they come over... And that can happen if you lose sight of one here. Oh, that didn't hurt him, did it?
Nope. Don't worry, we'll be better this time. It's all right.
But that's it. You need to kind of just be ready aiming for these guys. This should be okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Perfect. So it's kind of unlucky with the first one, simply because that first guy... the last of the 4 kind of went walkabout.
I need to waste one there. The key with this section is to leave here with 2. Yeah, it took too long to find the guy. That's really all it was. It wasn't supposed to be a stressful section. But I couldn't find the last guy. I had no clue where he was.
There's some pretty gnarly stuff in
Just completely random. It's alright though. We have full health now and the appropriate amount of ammo. That's all that matters. Probably on pace for like a 254 at this point.
Now, if any of you players out there fancy getting yourself a free smoke bomb, you can do it here. There's a smoke bomb to pick up. We won't, because again, we go through the animation thing. But there's one upstairs. So we missed the one there.
We're going to pick it up in the museum, actually.
Yeah.
Again, if you...
But there is one available, I should say.
If you skip... Same thing with the smoke bomb. If you skip picking up, it'll just place it later.
So there's one in that room on the right-hand side, but what you can do, if you want to spare one, you can go and collect that one. The one downstairs will not have despawned. You get the free one.
That's our way out of here.
Yeah, go in that room, collect the smoke bomb, craft a smoke bomb, then pick up the other one. You can get like 4 smoke bombs that way.
Right here.
We only need 2 for this run, though.
Now this is one of those beautiful,
I love it. Yeah.
poetic little combat strats here. Honestly, it happens. It's blink and you'll miss it.
Yep, we have 2 rifle bullets, and again, the only drop rifle ammo when you get down to 0. So what we're gonna do?
I love this strat so much.
Kill him. Kill him. Get the alcohol he drops, and then this enemy drop 2 rifle bullets.
Gorgeous.
We basically just used a brick and a melee weapon hit, and that's all. Now the bookstore. How many enemies are in this building? Like 14?
I think it's, yeah, 12, 13, 14, something like that.
We're just going to run past
It's
them
such a long time since I think any of us have been through trying to take them all out. Now, it didn't look like it, but that was actually quite a specific movement in terms of sprinting, jogging, walking up those stairs.
Yeah, just like earlier, you got to stop your sprint for like 1 second. If you do it the whole way, you'll get spotted. And even leaping over that crate, I did in a jog animation instead of a sprint. And you pick up that brick because we need it. And also, if you just sprinted the whole way up top, you would get alerted instantly by the guy to the left. But that little crouch makes it so you can sprint the whole way without getting spotted. It's a pretty specific section. And perfectly performed, no bad luck or anything. All right. We lost time in a few spots, but in terms of health and inventory supplies, we're doing perfect.
And there's that road sign again, the one from Boston.
Ah, that's right.
I don't think they saw
These
us.
enemies took it all the way here from Boston.
Yeah. Complete with red spray paint as well.
Yep. If we have donations to read, this is a good spot to read them. A lot of downtime.
If you get me up there, I can move that plank.
All right. We have got $25 by Mary saying Ellie does not deserve a high five because she kills a cute bunny.
Yeah.
Apart
fair
from
comment.
apart from that, we don't have any
Okay,
donations at the
fine.
moment. But we have a bid war, as you may have noticed already, and you can bid towards high-fiving or not high-fiving Ellie later in this run. High-fiving at the moment is in the lead with $308, while not high-fiving her only has $135. So if you want to save those frames, you will have to donate.
Right then. Well,
She says it's like wastes like 5 seconds. I've lost world records by less than that
yeah.
in a 3-hour run.
Right, we're coming up to a very interesting...
This was the part of the demo from 2012.
Yeah. The hotel scares a lot of people, probably with justification, because it's a big old area.
Now you just need to find a way
And yet,
out.
when you know the direct route and how easily you can actually... I say easily, sorry, how directly you can avoid
Come on down.
enemy contact. It's all down to timing. Once you've got the timing right, it's very, very quick. But you could probably spend weeks wandering around this hotel.
You don't really get anything for killing them all either. This
No.
is a spot where you can just go past without killing anybody. Well, we have to kill one guy because he's in our way. But other than that, we leave everyone else be, and they have no clue that he died.
And the other thing is if you kill the enemies, there's almost no drops from them, really. There is plenty to pick up actually in the hotel.
Stop sprinting here. Start up again there. Otherwise, instant alert.
Yeah.
And it messes with the top floor. Yeah, if you get alerted and you try and open the elevator, it'll just spawn enemies right behind you.
Yeah. And if you get an alert there, in that lower level, we're about to see 3 guys in a corridor around the corner.
Oh my God.
They will just stand there. Whereas because we got it right, 2 of them have gone off into side rooms, and effectively they kind of can't see you.
All right, that arrow didn't break, but I couldn't pick it up for some reason. But I'll manage. I always find a way. All right, here's a smoke bomb with a little alcohol next to it. Did I pick it up? Yep.
Right, I think the consensus is that this is for most players, this is the scariest section of the game.
Yes, the hotel basement. There's stalkers and a bloater. And you have to turn... The bottom floor has no power or electricity. And the door to the exit is powered by a generator and a keycard. So we need to get the keycard and turn on the generator so we can leave. And this is where we're using our supplements to upgrade weapon sway. And we're switching to our rifle. I could get through the game with unupgraded weapon sway, but in the section after this, through the end of the game, I need a little help in that department. So that's what we use the 50 pills for.
And what makes this section scary, I think, I remember being scared witless first time I played it, is that although it's nothing like a maze, it feels very easy to get yourself lost. Keep going round in circles. And it's in the dark as well, which doesn't help. And the other thing that, on a list of RNG,
Oh yeah, it's up there.
it is one of the top ones, yeah.
If I get hit by a stalker, I'm in a lot of trouble. But what we're gonna do, because you can explore the area like right away. Once you either go for the keycard or go for the generator, that will spawn in the stalkers and the bloater. So what we're gonna do, if you go for the generator right away, you're dead. You're dead. Like the first pole of the generator, the stalkers spawn in. So what we're gonna do is place a nail bomb right where they spawn in, which is right behind you, and you'll be able to turn it on without any trouble. And then you get the key card and go right for the door. Now, after we turn the generator on, we're gonna sprint around the bottom floor a little bit. That will get the bloater to hop down so we don't have to deal with it. And then it's RNG whether or not there are stalkers in our way, and we'll have bricks and bottles for that.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dead stalker. Right out of thin air. Here comes the RNG fest. Sprint around the bottom floor a little bit. Get the bottle ready. Oh, I saw one over there. Get the key card and kind of judge your surroundings a little bit. I don't see anyone, but that doesn't mean they're not there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is why
literally
you need... Yeah, you need a brick or a bottle at that point, just in case.
I was like a 1/10 of a second away from having to redo the section, which I really didn't want to do.
No.
All right, I just got to get a bottle before I leave. Excellent. Oh my god,
Wow.
thank you. Now,
Not just clutched, but no time lost there, I don't think.
Nope. And unpatched, you can sprint here. Patched, it's a slow jog. Now, 4 enemies here. Hopefully I don't get alerted. Nope. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that either. They heard that, but there's only 1 enemy left.
Yeah. Brilliant.
That's that.
This is the second occasion where Naughty Dog lies to you about a button prompt. First time when he gets pushed into the water here, yes. Second time, no.
If they're being honest right here.
Yeah.
Got a mash square. This guy's not very nice.
Okay, and now you can put your controller down. Ellie comes to the rescue at this point and kills this guy. And Joel is not exactly complimentary. And this is the first time when Ellie actually stands up to him and basically says, "You should be grateful because I just saved your life."
Which he isn't.
No.
Not yet, anyway. Okay. Now, this is the part I was stressing about the most. financial district fight coming up. There's 13 enemies, which I'm going to try and take out in 30 seconds. And this is why we were saving up our revolver ammo. We're going to use the rifle ammo first because there's a chance that they'll drop some later on after the fight. And also there's a rag and a Molotov to pick up, which they drop consistently, but you have to pick it up before the fight is over, otherwise it despawns after the cutscene. And it all starts with a nail bomb throw, which has to take out 3 enemies. If it doesn't, I got to redo the fight.
I'm trying to think. Is there another point? Is there another point in the game apart from the end of the fight at the dam where supplies despawn at the end of a combat if you don't pick them up?
Yeah, in the doorway at the dam, they despawn. No, even in the ranch, you're able to pick up the stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
There, how's that?
So this is one of the when it goes right, which in Anthony's hands generally it does, but it's still a little bit of RNG. This is one of the most impressive combats in the game. The speed at which this can be done when you know what you're doing.
There's also going to be a sound glitch at the start. We just ignore it.
Yeah. We have a little cutscene there where Joel entrusts Ellie to take charge of a shotgun.
Yeah, she's got a rifle up top.
Oh, of course, a rifle, not a shotgun. Yeah. My apologies.
Good throw.
Perfect.
So far, so good. I'm gonna see if Ellie will kill him. All right, I'll do it.
Get that stuff picked up straight away.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant section.
And there's 2 rifle bullets behind us for some reason. Oh yeah, she brings the rifle down with her, and there's 2 bullets left in it, so you can just pick it up.
That was fantastic. We had a very, very short cutscene there where Joel starts to show his trust in Ellie, and he takes the rifle from her, but he gives her a pistol.
Hey, do your thing, Ellie.
Yep, so now she's a little bit more capable.
Yeah.
Stupid chain is stuck.
And
This is not a glitch.
no, it's not. You can climb up here from a lot further away than what I'm about to do. Normally, you got to take the crate and move it there, but you can climb up from here. There we go. Just like that. It's not too hard to get either. All right, these poor souls right here.
Okay, we can have a couple of donations if we have any.
I think we have time for like 1.
We have $25 by Lord Dreg. No high five. It's already past my bedtime, and I can't spare the 5 seconds. Anonymous donated $42, saying Ellie did nothing wrong. The bunny had it coming, so she deserves the high five.
Yay.
We're gonna end up high-fiving her, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, probably.
well.
At the moment, it looks like we're going to have the high five. So if you don't want it to happen, you'll need to donate $160 or more.
Go for it, guys. It's doable. Okay, here we go.
So, yeah, right here. There's 2 enemies, and we also have to switch out to the bow because we have to do the next section. Believe it or not, we have to do it stealthy. There's a reason for that. I'll talk about that in a second. But first, we have to get past these guys, and we're just going to do that by giving them a little bit of time to move forward. Switch out to our bow. Get the brick that we didn't use in the fight. Distract him. The guy in there is kind of deaf. Doesn't hear that. And we just sprint past. And we can keep the sprint. Sometimes we have to jog this part. It's good. And now this restart encounter is to get Ellie closer to us so we don't have to waste too much time waiting for her. And now we're going to take these 4 guys out on the bottom floor. Oh, God. Stealthy.
Now, you could just hear some guys up in the,
The second floor of the building. Yeah.
If these guys don't get alerted while you're killing them, they have despawned. We don't need to worry about them now.
Yep. There were like 2 or 3 guys up there. Kill these guys stealthy, and I don't know what happens to them. Do they just disappear?
Yeah,
or
they
something?
do, because you can go up there and collect the goodies if you want.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. I don't know why. I need to see how many shotgun shells do I have. 2. All right, we'll get some later. I need 3 for the sewers, but they'll drop some when we meet up with Henry. Yeah. Whoa. All right, now there's a military truck. Ellie. See, I don't want to high-five her now. She blocked me. Whatever. All right, there's a military truck over here, and we're going to try our best to sprint past it. This throw has to be very specific to distract the enemies on the ground. That looked good. This guy has to be flat-footed when we swing at him, which he is. So there's a good chance. I think we're going to get shot here.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Yeah, I thought you just kind of got... It was like, oh, you almost tripped over his foot.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes when you sprint, you can just stop for no reason. Whoa. You almost took a left turn there. You have to swing at him because then that guy won't shoot you in the back. If you kill him or run past him, he'll have enough time to shoot you.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. No black screen there, thank God. Sometimes the game can just glitch out, cut to a black screen, and just send you back to the start of the section. But we didn't get it there. That was like a gold financial right there.
Yeah. Okay, we're about to meet brothers Henry and Sam. We think that Henry's probably in his late 20s, mid to late 20s. Sam, we think, is either 12 or 13.
They're basically Bill 2.0.
Yes, they are a bit useless.
Worst, though, is Henry takes credit for my work.
We did it.
Yep, we did it. He says that like 4 times, and he hasn't done anything. So I think that makes him worse than Bill, but I guess he's a little bit more capable.
But these two are trying to... They were part of a larger group. They're trying to escape Pittsburgh. And we're going to help them.
Right. I also may or may not have spent 2 hours doing this, or practicing this, just hopping railings.
Just you and your daughter. I promised someone I'd look at.
Just to get in front of them.
I can appreciate that.
And you'll see Henry just magically... Bloop, beep. Wait. There he goes.
Be quiet. Get away from the
All right. Now this section is pretty specific. We have 2 more things of crafting ingredients to pick up. 1/4 of an alcohol here, and then a 1/2 an alcohol in the dam, and then that's it. We're going to use that for Molotovs, or a Molotov. But afterwards, there's 3 enemies on the bottom floor and 2 enemies on the top floor. We have to get alerted on the bottom floor because that will force the enemies out of the top floor. If you kill the bottom guy stealthy, the 2 guys up top will like walk out like they don't know what's going on, and that creates problems. And it's also, we have to manipulate Henry because we need him to get upstairs quick to like proceed, make the section proceed. All right, 2, that's good.
Which gives you some idea of why hours and hours are spent on sections like this, because Ant has just described 5 or 6 different and very specific things that you have to do.
This is what we use the modded bat for. Get the pipe. He needs to climb up the hood of the car. If he climbs up the driver's side part of the car, you'll literally lose 30 seconds because he just won't climb. It's all specific. Get him, and we're going to run in here, and that should force Henry to follow me. Yeah, he's right there. Come over here. That restart encounter doesn't waste any time. It just brings Ellie and Sam right in here.
Where'd you get that?
I killed one of them.
And now I have all the time in the world to do some crafting, and if there are... Yeah?
Sure do. We can do read a few donations. So we have had a $25 donation by Dr. Mark II, saying, "Great job, and Dino, eat your heart out, GDQ." Also, Kenra 2020 again donated $5, and both those donations go towards not high-fiving Ellie.
We're getting there. All right.
Endgun donated $10. First time donating, I had to do it during Anthony's Last of Us speedrun, my favorite game of all time. Hype for The Last of Us 2. Thanks, NX, for the commentary. Also, since you rarely high-five our Ellie, I say don't leave her hanging. Also, if you have any money lying around, you can also subscribe to our channel, and all the donations and all the subscriptions and cheers go directly towards charity, thanks to our sponsor Twitch. So consider subscribing and getting in that money for the charity. Thank you for your donations.
Thank you, guys. We just had the oddity there of Joel. We have finger guns.
No reticle. Yeah, all right. This is the other spot we're going to use all our revolver ammo. Whoa. Okay. He dropped shotgun ammo.
Yeah, and
didn't
I also thought that was an alert.
Oh. All right, we're good.
Yay! We got it. We got the T-pose.
Yeah.
Again, that was beautifully done.
Sometimes the enemies
So
can just like
good.
descend downward like that. It's really funny. All right, yeah. I let go of sprint when I threw the bottle, so when I killed the guy on the right, nobody heard it.
Yeah.
All right, this guy's annoying, so we're just gonna. Bye. One arrow, that's all we need. We're gonna switch out to our rifle.
Okay, we did miss. The cutscene that we missed there isn't really anything of note. All that they've done is they've just agreed that they're going to escape over the bridge.
All right, kid, come on.
Which they were trying to do even before they met up with them.
Yeah.
All right, now this next spot is it's a bar, and I think if you're playing on anything higher than hard mode, there's a camera glitch. If you're just moving about the area, the camera wants to turn around and focus on the military truck.
Even in easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay then, all difficulties. So what you do to get rid of it, as soon as you enter the area, restart encounter, and that gets rid of it.
We stick together.
Yeah, Henry's not being cool there. Kind of left us to die. One less headache, though. All right, 4 enemies, 1 Molotov, hopefully 4 burning corpses after we're done. Let's see. And we have to pick a brick up before we leave here. Beautiful.
Perfect.
That can be...
That's what you want.
Yep. Because sometimes the reticle lies to you a little bit. I've had it where it's pointing on the table, but then it hits the stand, and
Yeah.
it's almost to the point a majority of times it doesn't go right.
Interesting little trick that you can use here. If you're feeling very brave, try this.
Yep. If you just run past here, Joel will get distracted by this tank right here, but if you blow it up right there, you can just keep on going.
That sign doesn't fall down, and also Joel doesn't stumble.
Yep.
Okay, so they wake up on the beach, and it turns out that they jumped into the water, basically. Ellie got swept away, but Henry and Sam miraculously pulled them out of the water and saved them. And Joel was about to possibly kill Henry because of the fact that Henry decided to run away. Anyway, we're all good now.
Yeah. Bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Now for the sewers. There is quite a bit of downtime. Oh, 1 restart encounter here places you right up here. I love that one.
That is a lot of time saved there.
Probably like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
But first half of the sewers is a lot of downtime, so we can get a few donations in.
Yeah.
All right, we have a $20 donation by Matt, saying this run is so good it's going to keep me up late on the east coast of Canada. Really fun run, Anthony and Dino. Also, this donation went towards not high-fiving Elly, and at the moment we have $360 towards high-fiving Elly and $210 towards high-fiving Elly. So there is still $150 difference. So
We can do this.
yeah. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you, guys. Been very, very supportive tonight.
Very, yes. I don't remember what the donation total was when it started, but a lot of donations. I love it. Keep them coming. All right, restart encounter right here. That gets Henry and Sam and Ellie closer to you, kind of spawns them in front of you. Joel's running animation is also a little bit faster. But what it really does is, in the next area, there's a plank or a pallet that you have to push into the water. And, oh, it also puts Henry right at the wheel. If you don't restart encounter, he's standing where Ellie is. So you ascend, and Henry's right there to spin the wheel. But if you just do this normally, sometimes when you hit the triangle prompt for that pallet up there, sometimes it'll just disappear for 4 seconds. But if you restart encounter, it's a little slower to get into the water when you restart encounter, but the triangle prompt will always work here.
This is one of those strange moments where you're thinking that Joel should be able to jump over that rail into the water. Why not? Except, no. Game logic.
Yeah, that'd be a nice strat.
Let's go, Ellie. Oh, there you go. That's smart.
That was kind of slow.
Now, when it comes to weapon swapping and crafting or whatever, you get a lot of downtime here while you're just waiting for this. We don't even know what that actually is, do we?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It's a platform that moves for no specific reason.
Just conveniently placed right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna keep the revolver just in case I get followed by a stalker, and switch out to the shotgun.
But it's so easy to fall off this platform here.
Yes, that's why I aim into the corner. If you fall into the water here, Henry will help you up, but he'll take his sweet, precious time doing it. Literally would waste 30 seconds, which has happened to me like twice before. All right, next area coming up. There's 3 runners and a clicker.
And 2 restart encounters.
Yes.
It's a sort of alarm.
Right here places us up a little further. Now there's a shorty there, but we're not going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up later so he doesn't stare at it for 10 seconds again. And this is where we're hopefully going to get some pistol ammo drops. We only have 1, so, and we have too much revolver ammo for them to drop some there. And this pushes them further back. That's what that restart encounter does. All right, nothing from him. All right, 2 runners and a clicker.
A drop.
Let's see if he drops some.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right,
Yeah.
I have 3 now, and that's all we need for the dam. That's what we need. Try and conserve revolver ammo, and use pistol ammo for the last section of the dam. We needed at least 3.
Now, this is another scary section.
Stalkers. The second spot with stalkers.
Remember, in grounded mode, if one of these stalkers even hits you, you might as well just restart the section again, because the next part of it, or rather after the escape from the sewers, you almost certainly won't have enough health to get through.
And that's the thing with stalkers. On grounded, it doesn't really matter if you have no health or full health. A hit from a stalker can still kill you.
Yeah.
Not in one hit, but they combo their attacks sometimes. I think we have full health, but we could have no health, and I still wouldn't use the med kit here. All right. Why they don't distract the clickers here, I have no idea. But we're going to restart encounter to kind of reset the AI so it's a little more consistent. We're going to use a brick and a pipe. Hopefully that's all we need. I saw the stalker over there. Get around it. There's the clicker. Now this glide up the stairs should make them give up their chase. It should.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Move it.
Yeah, all those stalkers behind us, that big swinging glide up the stairs kind of made them give up their chase a little bit.
Now, you still have to look around and just make sure you're not being followed here.
Which we're not.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. I've had it where I literally got punched as soon as I did the quick turn.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. And yeah, there's one final fight sequence here where a couple things. There's a shorty, a fresh Molotov, and yeah, that's it. Up ahead. On easy mode, there's like shotgun ammo, some health, some
And
like
one of the
3
strangest.
Molotovs.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just one of the strangest little exploits that you can do in this game. If you've never watched Anthony stream this regularly, you're going to watch this and think, what is going on?
So,
It's the statues game.
yep. When it comes to the clickers, this only works on the clickers. If you swing at them when they hop down, and before Joel says, it has to happen before like an invisible line in the ground, and Joel says, get ready. If you swing at them and they start flailing their arms before, when they start attacking you, they'll freeze. Now the game still treats them as like they're in the section and walking about, because this section is an infinite supply of infected, and there's always 5 in the area. If you kill one, the game will spawn in another right away. Like if you just Molotov them, they'll just keep spawning in. So we're just going to use the shorty ammo here. And we just try and keep them at bay. We're still conserving our bombs. Medkits, or we are hurt a little bit, but probably some molly fire. All right, good spawn. Swing at him. Swing at him. Don't get caught.
And
Freeze.
there we go.
And you don't have to deal with them. The game still thinks that they're here. Henry.
Oh!
That's all right. It's one hit. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Oh, Henry, please do something. Shocker. Did nothing. Should I use a medkit here? No, it doesn't really matter. Because the next spot is... Uh-oh. Open the door, please. All right.
There we go.
Please, please, please. Thank you. All right. One hit, and it didn't even have to happen.
One of the things that a lot of people like to use the listen mode, where you can see enemies, but you can also see your companions. While you are waiting for Sam and Ellie to open that door, until they do so, they are literally just standing still outside. It's quite a weird thing to watch.
Yeah, I think it's 40 seconds from when Joel says get ready that you just have to kill time. You can't save time there. You just have to wait. Killing as many infected as you can just isn't really efficient in this category. You can just wait.
There used to be an old strat where what you could do before the routing was changed, you could throw a smoke bomb instead of waiting for those first wave of infected to come down, and then you could just run to the door, literally do nothing, just wait for the door to open. But the smoke bomb is now needed later.
If I didn't have smoke bomb for later areas, not only could I not do them fast, I can't do them at all.
Yeah.
Taking damage here. This is much like the stalker room in the sewers. There's a guy with a military sniper over here, which is like the best sniper in the game. If you get hit with it once, even on grounded, you're dead. So it's kind of like the sewers, where it doesn't really matter if you have no health or full health. The thing you have to worry about mostly is the guys spread out on the ground floor, but you can manipulate them pretty easily.
Yeah.
I've made it through here dozens of times with like a pixel of health. Again, even with full health, taking a hit from this guy, you're dead.
But you're listening to very specific lines of dialogue in this next little section as Joel's running through to know how to treat it the moment that you slow down and then jog. Slow down and then sprint.
Yep. So right here, to avoid the sniper, jump over the left trash can, right of the stairs. That tree remains in his line of sight, so you won't get shot. Now, what do I get right here? I get an alert sound, which means I can just sprint through without worrying, hopefully. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah. Otherwise, Joel would have to just slow to a jog, crossing that bit.
So far, so good.
The actual burnt-out building that Joel jumped into, with a different alert, he would actually just have to slow to a jog. Only for, what, half a second?
Oh, no. Wow. He got hit twice there and still lived. I can't believe that. Yeah. He probably shot me from outside. Yeah. No, I'd say, like, 85% of the time, I don't take any damage here. So that was really weird. But that's the randomness of it. I've had a guy kill me at the top of the stairs. It doesn't make sense, this area. Thank God.
Right. This is all pattern now. Just remembering where all of these guys are going to appear from.
Yep. Oh, bad luck there.
Now, this is a weird section, incidentally, despite the fact that this is, I would say, the most powerful gun in the game. Any of these enemies which are wearing a helmet, you don't want a headshot. Because all it will do, the first shot, all it will do is knock the helmet off and you have to get in with the second shot. Yeah, that was nice.
I give an 8 on that one.
So really, for all of these guys, you want to try and get body shots.
Yep. A headshot with the military will just knock their helmet off. Weird for them to encourage getting body shots instead of headshots, but... And here it's just right, left, right. This isn't just target practice. You have to kill them as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Now let's see how Henry deals with having so much ammo in his gun. Right. Spoiler alert, he doesn't last long after this. If I had that much ammo, why doesn't he just give me the gun? Oh, you know what? Just wait. Alright. There's an infinite spawn of enemies right there, there, and there. So we're going to kill them in a specific way so it's the fastest. Him, and then... Okay, bye fella. They'll shoot at him twice. I'm psychic. And once he runs out in the middle of the street, they will kill one of them, and that's your cue. You only need to kill one more. Alright, they killed him. So I just get him, and that's it.
So all I have to do now is kill this Molly guy and then kill one infected, which appears a little bit later. Then we have a very, very long cutscene in which, well, basically, I can't put this in a nicer way. Henry and Sam both die. Sam basically has been bitten, and Henry, overcome with grief, kills himself, and we end the summer section. So if there's any messages or anything to read out, this is a good time.
Before you do that, though,
Thanks, Joel.
listen, he's got the nerve to say this.
Look at this.
Listen,
All right. We did it.
what did he do? What did he do?
Yeah.
Even right here, we're not there to help them. So what do? Ellie takes care of that one, and they need our help. Oh, I missed. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's the first time I've ever missed that.
You get another big, big wave of infected. You can use them for target practice, but you don't need to kill anything at all.
Come on, come on.
Said I'm fine. Nope, you got bit right there. One of those legs. Liar. Yeah, this is just target practice. Now you can read some donations.
All right.
And I think also end the incentive, because that's coming up in like a couple minutes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'll do that soon. We have a $5 donation by Reign of Terror saying, "Love this game so much. Glad to see it still growing strong. Love you guys." And Tommy donated $50 saying, "I believe Tommy's last words were, here's another donation. What a nice guy." And with that donation, we also finally met the $15 donation, $15,000 donation mark. Jesus.
Nice.
Oh,
So
yes.
thank you everyone for your generous donations.
Okay, so here we go. A new season.
Jackson City, right?
Yep, that 1 hour and 49 minutes was one season. The next 3 seasons take up the next hour and 4 minutes. That'd be a pretty good time.
Yeah.
I still have both medkits, but I think I'm gonna not use it here. There's a strat you can do here. It saves like 4 seconds. Take damage jumping off, but then you have to use a medkit because the later enemies have one-hit kill weapons, which you can survive if you have full health. But yeah,
Now we've talked a lot about how much more difficult the grounded mode is, but it's not all take. It does give you a little as well. I mean, while enemy weapons will do a lot more damage, so will some of your weapons as well.
yes.
They're a lot more effective.
Did we not mention that? I don't think we did.
No.
Yes, the main perk. Oh my! I should have mentioned this in the intro. I forgot. The revolver and rifle are one-hit kills on grounded, and the pistol will kill in 2 hits instead of 3. So that makes grounded, if you don't die or mess up anything, actually a little bit faster than easy mode in certain sections.
In fact, some people say that just in certain respects, grounded is actually easier than Survivor, which used to be the hardest difficulty.
Yep.
Alright, can I quickly butt in again?
Yep.
We had a $50 donation by King Sami saying, "Good luck, Ant. The Last of Us is my favorite speed game to watch. I'm saying don't high-five Ellie just to make it competitive." Although they donated towards high-fiving them, so I guess, yeah. And with that, I will be closing the bid war, and it looks like high-five Ellie won clearly.
All right. I haven't done this in like a year.
Do you want me to tell you how to do it?
This button, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Well, if nothing else, it will give you a warm feeling inside, and it doesn't happen very often, does it?
Nope. Getting records gives me that feeling, but
Yeah.
she can spin her wheel so much faster than mine.
I know.
She's like secretly buff.
Hey, go get the other one. You can use it as a bridge. Hey, be careful crossing that thing.
I will.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Didn't even get an applause for that. Thank you. I'm glad to know it was worth it.
I know I am too.
If you don't high five her, she just makes you feel like really bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Like, really? You're just gonna leave me hanging here? All right. Just takes like 5 seconds, whatever. I've lost world records by less than 5 seconds though, and
Ain't no way around.
well, I may or may not have high fived her, but still.
Okay, so we have finally met
Oh God.
Tommy.
Hey, look, it's Tommy.
Yay. And Tommy is now married to, well, we assume it's a marriage to
Yeah.
Maria.
We had it working before. But one of the
Yep.
turbines was
Yeah, they're gonna go talk a little bit later about Tommy taking care of Ellie and getting her to the Fireflies because he knows where they are. Try to not look at this guy directly.
You'll be scarred for life.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, no.
those eyes. Also, the things on the horse are clipping into his head.
You know, if you want, we can take them riding later.
Even his voice.
Hey, who's going to
just-
do it? Who's going to do
I'll
it?
do it. I'll do it.
Coin? Who's going to do the
Hey,
voice?
thanks, Tommy.
Oh, you did it first. No,
His eyes and his voice are so creepy.
no, we have a
He's
funny,
my favorite.
We have a funny little phenomenon here that happens quite a bit, where for no reason Maria will stop at the top of these stairs. We haven't found anything to absolutely consistently guarantee that she'll move on.
No idea why. Let's see what she does here.
Fourth step and stop.
Nope.
Oh,
All right, that was.
not too bad.
I take that.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can stand there for what,
10
10 seconds
yeah, yeah.
sometimes. Just ruins my runs. Currently, I can save 7 seconds here if she just moves right away.
Yeah.
You can't figure it out.
I'll go. I'll come with you.
And that's really the only spot you can lose time here. This is where we're going to craft or upgrade all of everything.
Sending Tommy
What
over, stand
we
by.
picked up parts so we can upgrade weapons on a crafting table. This is where we're going to do it. We haven't upgraded anything yet. We're going to upgrade right holster and clip capacity in the rifle because, like I said earlier, but forgot to mention earlier, the rifle and revolver are very valuable. So we're going to upgrade the rifle from 1 bullet in the clip to 2 bullets in the clip. Make it a really effective gun.
And if you're concerned about taking time, crafting, weapon swapping, all that kind of stuff, before the next cutscene happens, there is a lot of downtime.
That's where you get your inventory just right and craft anything you need to. And then the damn fight, which we'll talk about that a little later. It's a rough spot. It only lasts like a minute 20, but it can last a lot longer if you get some bad luck there.
Yes, and the other thing is with the damn fight is it's what you do not want is a restart encounter.
Yeah. Places you all the way back at the start. All right, now if you just follow Tommy, like really close behind, he'll shut the door behind you. So what you want to do is let him walk like an extra 2 or 3 steps. He'll just keep walking with you. Saves like 3 or 4 seconds, I think.
It was Maria and her father. They set up this place with the idea of being self.
Took me like 3 years to find that.
Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore?
Story, downtime.
What do you do for protection?
I don't think there's anything to pick up here. I used to. I used to make it so I upgraded left holster, right holster, and clip capacity, so I would get the parts here, but I cut that out because I didn't really need the left holster when I really thought about it. And that saved me having to pick up an extra 75 parts. We used to pick that up in financial and throughout Billstown, but not anymore. Saves a good amount of time. And now this section is pretty much all on a timer, all the dialogue and everything. We're going to pick up the El Diablo which is the most powerful gun in the game. But
And there's a reason. There are 2 earlier opportunities to pick that up, but the game lies to you about how much ammo is in the clip. I
Yeah.
think the one by the car, it says 3 and it gives you 2.
I think on grounded it might give you 1.
Oh, right, okay. And I think the same applies. There's one in a little shed outside the compound, and it does the same thing.
There's 3 different places you could pick up the El Diablo. You can't pick it up more than once, though. So if you pick it up earlier, you couldn't pick it up here. All right, so right holster, clip capacity, and we're left with 1 part. Now right here through all this, we're not losing time by doing this, because Tommy won't move until they're done talking, and you get past this invisible line right here. So see him move. Our running slowed to a walk. So that's kind of this, like, the invisible line in the ground to where Tommy will start walking. And this is where we're going to check on our stuff. Do we have an arrow in? Yes, we do. Reload the rifle. And I want the pistol out. I think it's reloaded. Nope. All right, this is where you do all this stuff. And reload this.
Okay, and now we have a little cutscene where Joel tries and fails to persuade Tommy to take over the transportation of Ellie. And just as that happens, they come under attack. Conveniently.
Yep. Now the key with this section is to make it out. Ow! I might be able to still make it through. Nope.
No.
All right.
Wow.
Random spot.
Yeah.
Let's see where he is this time. The guy on the right is random every time. Turn the camera so you won't get shot. Yeah, see? Much better. And just run past these guys, and they will all die behind you. Just listen. And there's another. And they, if you watch them, they literally just die from nothing. And five enemies, 5 dead enemies. Yep. And the door closes right away, and that causes Tommy to, well, just...
I don't know why I always assume those 3 guys dying, the sound effects of just the one guy dying slowly.
Yep. It's really funny, especially if you turn around and watch it. All right, dead enemy. 1. We're fine, we're fine. They shoot him once, that breaks their armor, then you just have to hit him once. If I had to kill him myself, it would take probably 3 pistol bullets or something, because you got to break the armor and then shoot him a couple more times. But if they do it first, it takes 1 pistol bullet and that's it. That's why I need at least 3 for this section. It saves some of the more important guns.
Yeah. Now what's just happened there is Tommy has seen that Joel is obviously very kind of attached to this girl. He also knows the loss that he's been through, so he changes his mind and agrees to take over the transportation of Ellie. Ellie kind of gets wind of what's going on, and obviously she's very upset because she wants to stay with Joel, so she's stolen one of the horses and ridden off, and now we have to go and find her.
Yep. She could be anywhere, but there's a very linear path. Not much exploring here. Now the next section. There's 7 enemies. They have very powerful weapons. But it's a spot you can actually take your time with your shots, because how long you spend on the enemies doesn't really affect the last 3. We're going to use 2 El Diablo bullets and 4 rifle bullets. And then bottle and swing at the last guy. So, here we go. It's one of my favorite spots.
Yes, this is another one that's sheer poetry when tiny little bit of RNG at the very end of it.
He always misses those 2 shots. Nothing to worry about. I struggle with this shot the most. Dead. Gotcha.
What you want, that's perfect.
Yep.
Absolutely perfect.
As soon as he swings, restart and counter. This is right here.
Nicely done.
Come on.
I get blasé about it, you know, because I've seen Ant do that. And then you try it yourself, and you realise just what it takes to do a section like that.
A lot of hours.
Yeah.
And I've even been messing that up lately. It's one of my favorite spots, but like, I missed the guy behind the log. I have to hit the guy's legs because he has armor.
Yeah.
The bullets won't go through armor, so I have to hit his legs. All right, and coming up is the actual ranch, where Ellie just sort of hid away for some reason. There's 2 enemies on the top floor, 3 enemies on the bottom floor. You want to be quiet with the enemies on the top floor, because if you go loud and then you run down the stairs, they'll throw a smoke bomb for some reason, and then the enemies are, you can't see anything, and the enemies are running around. But if you kill them quietly, the downstairs enemies don't hear anything, or they don't know anything. What you can also do, you can go loud, but if you do it very quickly, the game obviously spawns them in out of thin air, otherwise they would hear it.
Now, arguably, the cutscene that this game is best known for is basically the confrontation between Ellie and Joel. All I can say is that you'd really have to watch it to understand it. I'll try in a bit. Let's just do this.
Oh. All right, that was weird.
Still okay.
They locked onto the wrong guy.
Yeah.
All right, down, down, down.
Okay, so yeah, they have this confrontation where Ellie points out to Joel that she is not his daughter, but Maria told her what happened to Sarah. And
Sobby story stuff.
it is sobby story stuff. But at the end of it, Joel realizes that he's acted like a bit of, am I allowed to say dick? He's acted like a bit of a...
Well, you can now.
Yeah. And he changes his mind and agrees to take over the trans... Well, as you can see, he's changed his mind.
And there's 2 real enemy encounters in the university. One's right here that involves a generator, which will eventually open a gate, but there's 6 runners surrounding it. And we're going to use 1 Molotov, which is the last Molotov... is really... yeah, the last... Whoa. The clip was floating there for a second. I have to reload the guns. Yeah, we have 1 Molotov left, and we're going to use it right here.
Yes, I don't want him running off.
Also, we need an empty gun. Either in the shotgun or the shorty.
I know you're all thinking, what do you want an empty gun for? I'll show you.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Very unusual.
Yeah, I've never really had that happen before. That was supposed to kill all of them. No harm, no foul, though. Yeah, you alert them, and then you kind of wiggle back and forth and back up a little bit so they all gather into a ball, and then you just Molotov the ground. Okay. Now, again, we needed an empty gun, because for the next area, it's kind of like the basement of some dorm rooms. There's 6 clickers and a bloater. Trying to kill all of them is kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Unless you're going for an all-collectibles run, in which case the bloater's wearing a Firefly pendant.
And that's all you get. None of them ever drops any ammo, do they?
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, if you're going to get ammo, you're going to get it from those guys up there. Yeah. They'll only drop revolver and shotgun ammo, though. Nothing else. But right here, we need an empty gun, because we're going to get alerted right away, but it has to be in a specific way. I used to fire a bullet, but it was a little inconsistent. So, and just sprinting right away doesn't... You're not alerted quick enough, because you need to get the enemies away from the door that you exit. Because it takes like 7 seconds mashing square for him to kind of push the door open. It's very suspenseful. So what you do here is you fire an empty gun. You almost alert them. And then when you take your first step, you're alerted. And more importantly, the infected do the same thing every time. Most of the time. Well, the one that's in your way, he does the same exact thing every time, and that's all we need.
Damn it, spores.
And here we go. The shorty's empty, so I'm going to use the shotgun. Okay. So we're going to use a bottle. Throw it at him. Has to be a sprinting swing, otherwise it won't work. And we should be clear. You can hear them, but they don't know we're here. See that noise right there? Now they know where we are, but they're too far away to do anything. Once the square prompt disappears, you're good. I've sometimes cut it down to the frame where they're
Yeah.
like that close, and then the square prompt disappears, and you're fine. Ooh, big bloater.
And sometimes it goes wrong as well, where you think you've actually got through, and it's almost like Joel has started to open the door, but he'll get grabbed at the very last moment, and that's it, game over.
More
Yep.
infected, I'm fine.
Places you right there again, so
Yeah.
it would waste like 18 seconds, I think. Something else you can do there is you can shotgun the clicker instead of throwing a bottle and swinging at him. But I found it to be a bit inconsistent. That bottle throw and swing, from what I've played around with, is 100% consistent. It hasn't failed before, and I don't think it'll ever fail, but been there before.
Yeah.
The strats in this run are never 100% consistent, but they're as close to 100% as we can get them.
Let's try the gate.
All right, we're trying to find the science lab, which Tommy said is where the fireflies are held out. So that's why we're here. And from here to the science lab is just downtime, so a few donations. We have time for that.
Clickers. You think they were fireflies?
No.
All right, I think I could read a few more donations.
How would they have infected so close to the lab?
Right. We had a $10 donation by Larcy Half, just saying good luck on the run. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about our partner ViewSonic Elite. They provided us with all the monitors here on stream and the ones we have in the practice rooms. ViewSonic Elite has, with over 30 years experience on CRT to 1 millisecond LCD monitors, so ViewSonic Elite is using that knowledge to take their gaming products to a new direction. Thanks so much to them for providing us with awesome monitors, and thank you for the donation.
Thank you, everybody. So we're coming to the end of the full section now. One combat to do.
It's tough combat, though.
It is one of the hardest.
Which is why this is the last spot we use all our revolver ammo. I have way more revolver ammo than I need, but I'm going to hang on to it anyway, obviously. All you need is 1 shotgun shell, 3 revolver bullets, a brick specifically, and a smoke bomb. We've been hoarding a lot of stuff really for the really tough spots, financial, searchlight, and here for the revolver ammo.
There's an interesting little optional dialogue that you can trigger in here where Ellie asks Joel what he thinks the Fireflies doctors will do. And he suggests that what they'll do is just draw some blood. And a lot of people talk about what happens at the end of the game. No spoilers yet, obviously. We all have personal takes on it as well, obviously, because that's what this game is about. But it's probably worth noting that from this point on, at no stage does Ellie ever get told anything different about, you know,
How to get the cure from
how
it.
to get the cure. She just thinks she'll give a blood sample.
Monkeys.
And we're about to have another little cutscene here where, as you can probably tell, there's no Fireflies.
Nope.
They've all gone, and they've gone to Salt Lake City. Yet another nice long journey.
All that research, they turn into fucking monkeys.
Okay. Now, if Ellie gets a plus sign, I have to restart and counter. But we do this in a way where it's unlikely she'll get it, but I can't promise it.
And the other thing is, they've just been spotted and fired at. Don't know by who.
Bandits.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Please,
All right.
please.
Now this. There, she killed him.
Yeah, yes.
Now that fire extinguisher acts as like a smoke bomb,
Yeah.
so you can run through the hallway. All right, 3 enemies I have to kill here. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Keep going. You can just run past him. That's a perfect science
Yeah,
lab.
absolutely wonderful.
Now just wait. Let's see. Sometimes.
Oh,
No, perfect. Sometimes what can
Yes.
happen there?
brilliant. Brilliant job.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that hurt a little bit. He's not going to be the same after that.
No.
But what can happen there is you'll be mashing square trying to like get the guy off you, and sometimes the camera will zoom out and then it'll cut to a black screen and then place you in front of the door. We don't know why that happens, and it wastes like 12 seconds. All right,
This
right
is
here.
another free ammo section here.
The guy's kind of laggy to react to that shot because the game expected Ellie to kill him. That's why he gets shot and then 3 seconds later grabs his throat. It's because Ellie was supposed to kill him, but if you shoot him, it kind of speeds things up a little bit. And the sound effects aren't working. Probably as a result of speedrunning.
Yeah. You might have noticed on that occasion then Joel had a bit of a gun barrel sticking out of a rather painful area.
Visual glitch there.
Yeah.
It's probably only if the El Diablo is holstered there.
Yeah.
No, but do I? I don't have that out. It's weird. Oh well. Okay.
This is another opportunity for a very slight time improvement here. You can actually shoot this guy.
But you can't aim around the corner because he'll just shoot the desk and then put you back into cover. You can't die here. And if you just do nothing, Ellie will eventually kill him. But if you peek the whole way, he'll shoot the desk. So all we need is for Ellie to distract him. And then headshot. Now if you do the headshot too early, he just won't react to it. So you need to wait like a half a second longer than it feels like you should.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
We gotta get you out of here.
I thought Joel was tougher than this.
Okay, Joel. Come on.
Just a little impalement.
Yeah.
Brush it off, man. Come on.
Right, now we have we start the winter section now with one of the most notoriously tough things to get right, the famous deer shot.
Yep. Normally, you have to run around this semi-open world area, like a forest in winter, and hunt down this deer because they're looking for food. And you have to hit it twice. And then it eventually unlocks an area where you find the deer dead. And then...
And of course, for this section, this is the only section in the game, we actually play as Ellie. Now, the reason I mention that as being kind of significant is that doesn't matter what you do to create the New Game Plus file, every improvement, every upgrade only applies to Joel. So regardless of difficulty level, Ellie always plays in the same way. She doesn't have improvements to weapon sway or anything like that.
And that includes maximum health. This is grounded. She will die in 2 hits from a runner. And, or a hit and a grab, whatever. Yeah, 1 swing from a runner that connects will leave her literally with like a pixel of health. And there are no medkits here. It'll have to last until we're done with both parts of the coal mine fight. But we were mentioning the deer. What you can do is you can trigger the deer, and then you can actually shoot it right away. And it's worth it. Even if you miss it, you restart and counter. It's still faster. So we're going to try and get that. It's loud enough. It's loud enough in my headset. So
Well,
I can
there's
hear it.
one little piece of RNG that really affects the start of this. You will either get shadows on the ground from the trees, or you won't.
Yeah, this section has realistic cloud cover. So the shadows are popping in and out, and I need the shadows of the tree to know where to aim. And then I use the sound of the twig snapping and the sound of the deer's footsteps to know when to fire. So here we go. Okay. It's not run ending. If I miss, it just wastes like 12 seconds.
But at least we've got the shadows.
Yes, we do.
Where'd you go? There he is.
Nice.
Yes.
You could play perfectly up until then, miss that, and the world record chance is over.
Yeah.
And then, as a result, you can get a lot closer to it the second time. You have to wait a little bit, otherwise the second hit won't register. And boom. Yeah, also, you don't get too far in front of it, otherwise it'll run in the opposite direction. Yeah. As you can see right here, he's going to run right to where you need to go. It all works out so well.
It doesn't apply when you actually get the shots the way that Anthony did then, but just as a general guide, if you're playing this in the normal way, if the deer turns its head to look at you, don't move, don't take aim or anything, because it will be spooked and it will run.
Yep.
And you have to wait for it to look away again.
Okay, now, I said I was stressing about Financial District the most. I was lying. It's this part.
Yeah.
Coal Mine, part 1 and 2.
Okay, we're about to meet a guy called David and his friend James, and in return for the deer meat, David agrees to send James off to get some penicillin and a syringe.
For Joel.
Which gives us a clue that Joel isn't dead.
Okay, here we go. We're going to use we need arrows later on, so we're going to use up as much rifle ammo as we can for this fight. Manipulate David into looking out that window by running where he wanted to run.
Will we get
3
the
enemies
sound
here.
glitch? We do got... Oh, no, we didn't.
Let's see what we get. Hold on. I need him to run away. He is... No! Alright. I can't do my strat. That's okay, though. Nope. You ruined it. You gotta attack him. David, come on. Ooh. That's alright. It's alright.
Scared me.
That's alright. I didn't get what I wanted. I tried to get David to run away, which he's doing now, and that's wasting more time, but whatever. I got ammo. That's exactly what I need. 2 from him and 1 from each of these guys. That's exactly what I wanted.
But that second one was so close to you as you knifed the first.
Yep.
I just got the feeling he was going to turn and get a swipe.
If it was a quick stab, I would have been dead. Luckily, it was prolonged.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use arrows on these guys because if they don't break, I can pick them up through the wall. All right, now I'm going to use mostly rifle ammo on these guys in a very specific order. Her hair just did the thing again.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Did he? Oh my god, he dropped 2. That's the best RNG you can get when that clicker drops 2. And I believe both my arrows didn't break. We'll see about this one. Alright. That was still really good. Good enough for me. Now, David gave me 6 when I got down to 0, and I killed all of those runners when I was at 0 as well, so they all dropped ammo. Yeah. And if you have 0 entering here, he gives you 3. And I have enough arrows, so I'll just get rid of him. Beautiful.
Okay, this is the probably the second most significant in terms of time save. The club getting through the door first, because otherwise David gets in front of you and he's very, very slow.
Wastes like 10 seconds. Yep. You'd have to be trailing behind him.
But bing! There he is.
Yeah, he just does the thing there.
Hey kid, you alright?
We allow it because it's not really like in an enemy environment. It's just kind of, you can sprint, but it's really just downtime. All right. I honestly don't know how many infected are here. All I know is you can just kind of run past them all.
I think it's 4 down on the lower level.
I've seen a lot of people die to this section, and it's like they can't follow you. They can't climb the ladder after you. You can just run past them. Like I said, you don't have to kill them, so we won't.
Now, useful.
There's a glitch that can happen here where when David's boosting you over, a clicker can glitch its way into this area, which isn't supposed to happen. But if you fire an empty gun into this wall, it'll manipulate the clickers to just not do that. So I'm not doing that for no reason. But we have to listen. And yeah, they're fine. And now I cut it close with this one. There's one clicker in a room up here.
I think cutting it close is an understatement of what can happen here. But now it's fine.
Oh, here he comes. And seems to be getting closer every time I do that. But he's never gotten me. All right, now for part 2 of the fight. A lot of runners, a lot of clickers, and a bloater at the end. And something weird that we can do here is we can make the fight start 9 seconds earlier by timing a dialogue prompt. It's not optional. You need to do it. Right there.
Now, you guys are like me. You've kind of done this, and after an hour and a half, you've thought, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to get through it. And that's on easy mode. Okay, just watch this one. Just watch this guy.
See anything?
Putting pressure on me, man.
No, but honestly, when it goes right, and it invariably does, this is one of the most enjoyable to watch.
That was good. All right, that Molotov hit a runner, so I need to look. All right, they all burned up. We're good.
You hear that?
Hit that arrow.
We're on the roof.
You can stab them when they hop down.
And it will conclude, this section will conclude with one of the most unusual methods of killing an enemy.
Oh, I think that missed. I think it missed. That's all right. We have a lot of arrows. Well, we're all right. Hopefully that didn't affect the spawn. And runner right there.
Beautiful.
I don't know how that arrow missed in the hallway. That's okay though. Didn't waste time. All right, now we want to start collecting rifle ammo from some down runners. There's one. That's good. I got to remember that. I don't know where David is. So we're just... What is he doing up there?
Wow.
All right, I'm going to get the ammo first, and then... Got to watch it. He doesn't... Oh. Sometimes. Companions not helping.
Here we go.
Bloater.
Yeah.
Bloater.
Big
Where is
thing.
he?
Impossible to kill.
Big bloater.
Yeah. Oh, just shoot it in the lower leg.
Dead. Hold on 1 second. Where are my 2 rifle bullets? They're right there. All right. Normally, I get them right here when I kill the runner in the bridge, but I missed it for some reason. So that ammo ended up being dropped by the clicker I stabbed in the neck.
And this is where we realize...
I needed 2 rifle bullets there.
And you, yeah, I didn't expect that they would be in that corner. I thought they kind of... I thought you would kind of automatically pick them up anyway.
Yeah, it's the only other spot they could be.
Yeah.
It's nice to pick up the ammo as you're like leading David towards the window, because he can take a long walk.
Now this is where it's revealed that actually David knows that Ellie and Joel were his men at the science lab.
Yeah, we slaughtered them.
Yeah, we killed them all despite running through them.
So he's kind of pissed at that.
Yeah, he's not happy, but he's being very clever. He's using Ellie to lead him back to Joel,
yeah,
which is why the guys are here.
Yeah, we gave him the deer. He gave us the penicillin, which we gave to Joel, so he'll get better in a little bit. That's how penicillin works, right?
Yeah, it's very, very fast acting.
Yeah. And yeah, we led them right back to where Joel and Ellie are.
Yeah.
All right,
So
you have to get grabbed once, but if you turn the camera on this guy, he won't latch on. Well, he'll latch on, and then he'll just latch right off.
You might be wondering what the hell is Ellie doing here? She's just trying to draw them away. Probably doesn't know where she's going, but she's just trying to draw them away.
Yep, complete diversion.
There, you motherfuckers!
Doing a good job at pissing them off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And
I
we're
needed
about
to
to lose a horse.
Yeah. Bye,
Shame.
Callus. That's a shame. We go on foot from here. Now, I needed those 2 rifle bullets. That's why I went back for them. I can't really do it without them. Oh, I guess I would get shotgun, but whatever. All right, this is another spot where we have to do it stealthy. It's kind of like the hotel in a ways. We got to do it stealthy, and we have way more arrows than we need. 4 enemies that we have to kill with the bow. There are more enemies than that, but they're too far away for them to notice.
Again, this is deceptively difficult. not just timing, but it's the shots on these arrows. Pretty tough. And you can get a little bit of RNG with the guy, this second guy here. Sometimes he's not there.
I thought he wasn't there. Oh, I didn't need that. Okay, whatever. Beautiful. I thought I aimed too far to the right. Got him.
Ragdoll, ragdoll, ragdoll.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it. If you push him off the ledge. I'm gonna push him off the ledge anyway. There we go. little bit of ragdoll.
Hey! He's a good air dancer.
Don't fall in the water. Don't fall in.
Yeah, we can do a couple of donations.
Do we have time? Good.
There is a glitch coming up here real quick.
Real quick. Okay.
If you hold down sprint when you leave this tunnel right here, she'll do a T-pose, a gliding T-pose. It's really funny. This is how you can do it at home, all you guys. Just hold down sprint, don't let go of it, and... yeah. Real easy. All right, you have time for like one donation.
Okay. AnthonyCaliber donated $25.
Ooh, that's
Sing-
him right there.
You got this, Anthony. Good luck. You're gonna need it since your companions are so useless.
Oh, thanks.
That's the. No, this is the first time he's seen the game too, and his first thing was like, "Wow, your companions really don't do anything." It's like, I've been preaching that. All right, I might get bad RNG here.
Cover the grounds.
I did.
Make sure she's not hiding somewhere.
All right, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's good RNG, he doesn't climb up there. He just walks with his buddies. All right, one guy in the window here.
She's on this side of the...
Get him. And two enemies in here. This is what I need the 2 rifle bullets for.
And she will now try to escape, and David magically appears.
He was about to do finger guns. It's so weird. There sometimes enemies in this game, they don't have guns, but they'll do this. Just, it's so weird.
Keeping you alive here.
Yeah, David's a bad dude. So now, he's got Ellie, and Joel magically wakes up, and he's going to go find her. And he's magically better. Little penicillin cleared up the impalement.
Yep. He's a little bit sluggish, admittedly,
Yeah,
but
he runs a little sluggishly. Yep. Oh, and even if you used up all of your revolver ammo by the time the science lab was over, the game gives you a fully loaded revolver.
Yeah.
Which is so convenient.
Ellie!
Little sound glitch. Now, when the flashlight starts to flicker, that's the cue that the enemies are going to open the gate. 3 enemies. We're going to kill them in 3 hits, hopefully. I think I'll restart if I don't. Got him.
Good.
You can see why it's a lot easier to do that on grounded than it is on easy mode, because that wouldn't kill them. You would need another hit on each of them.
Now, these guys can be very funny when they run away.
Yeah, hopefully you don't get shot in the back. This guy needs to take cover behind the crates, which he is going to do. Okay. If he stayed in the middle of the street, he would shoot me, and I would have to kill him. Also, this guy.
Just watch the...
Hey, buddy.
Go on, go on, go on.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. Okay.
Right,
now,
this is where...
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep.
The most broken section in the game. It's RNG filled, but at least with regards to the last spot in the area, it's definitely the most broken part.
So very, very quick story update. This is just where Joel tortures a guy to confirm that Ellie has been, being held by David. But she's just escaped because David was going to try to chop her up into tiny pieces because he's a cannibal. The rest of this group are cannibals. But she...
and she really doesn't know where she's running.
No, she's got no idea. She stabbed and killed James to escape.
We can just run past him. Now some specific movement here, otherwise we'll get alerted. Stop sprinting right here. Start up again right here so the climb is faster. Oh, God, that's not what I wanted to do.
I know this.
Let's see. Where's this guy? All right, I can't do my strat, so I'm going to do a backup.
This place is a damn maze.
Oh, that's not
Ooh,
good.
wow. Good Lord.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I've never done that before. Let's see.
The amazing thing is
Right.
in a very, very slightly later bit, the guy, same conditions when you as Joel.
What are they doing? Hold on. Okay, we're fine.
They will say they can't see a thing, and yet they can score hits on Ellie from 100 yards.
Yeah, this blizzard doesn't affect the enemy's line of sight. Only yours.
Vital restart encounter here.
Yes, if you do this section normally, David will spawn outside, and then you don't, it's kind of a soft lock. You can't get him back inside. That restart encounter right there makes it so the fight starts normally every time. Yeah, that section would have gone much better if I didn't climb that railing.
Yeah.
Basically, I would have sprinted past him, he'd fire a shot at me, but he'd miss, and then that empties the enemies out of the next area, which kind of happened. Okay. David's really creepy here. We don't have anything. We had a bottle, but it disappeared when he attacked us. We still have our knife, though. So we need to flank him 3 times. And thank God, it's pretty much 100% consistent.
Yeah.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all.
So we're
The
gonna,
only thing about this section is if for some reason the third attempt doesn't work, the third stab doesn't work, David can kind of go anywhere. It can be quite difficult to find, not difficult to deal with. That's what you want to do.
Yep. The third stab, you can just flank him with before he's even able to move.
But if you get really unlucky and he spots you, it's an insta-death.
Yep. You'd have to run away from him and then flank him again.
Yeah.
Okay, now for this. We're gonna kill at least 2 people. Sometimes a third, but we're gonna make it so we get spotted right away. It's the fastest way. Stop sprinting here. Wait for him to come out of the truck. Sprint past. Keep going, come on. What is he doing? I've never seen him do that before. Shotgun guy's not. Whoa. It's quite strange.
Oh, where's he gone? I've never seen him crouch behind that wall before.
Only the second time I've ever seen that. He crouched behind like 1 foot wide ledge there.
Yeah.
All right. That was 2 enemies. The third guy was like way in the back. So there was a guy with a shotgun behind me. Oh yeah, cannibals. Kind of. Joel's freaking out. He might be too late.
I gotta find her.
And yeah,
Okay.
when the fight started, David knocked over a lantern. So the place was going up in flames. There's no time limit on that fight, though.
No. Now we've had walking sims. We've now have a crawling sim.
simulator.
Very little happens here. So if there's any messages to come through,
Yep, we had another $10 donation by Larcy Health that goes towards a perfect start at coal mine, which was some time ago. Also, I want to remind you that the money from subscriptions and cheers on Twitch go towards the charity as well. So if you want to support, instead of donating, you can also support or cheer for ESA Marathon. So yeah, thank you for your donation, Larcy Health.
now there will be another cut. The cutscene that happens now, it isn't big. Basically, Ellie destroys David's face with the machete just at the moment that Joel comes in, and it's kind of significant in that he refers to her at that point as baby girl. And we didn't see the opening cutscene, but when Joel puts Sarah to bed, he says, "Good night, baby girl." So it's kind of that moment in the game where it's like the father-daughter equivalent bond is cemented.
Yeah, it's a good cutscene. All right, she just destroys his face with that thing.
Yeah. And welcome to spring.
Yep. It was pretty interesting that usually, if it were a little more cliche, he would show up to save the day. But
Yeah.
no, she handled it herself.
Yeah.
So she's a little PTSD-ish from all that, even though it's months later.
Ellie!
Did you hear me?
There's a lot of downtime here. All that's left, really, in terms of time loss, is the tunnel and the hospital.
Yeah, there's only there's not all that much that happens in terms of game manipulation. I think the next thing that it's more fun than anything else. But as you go into the bus station, rather than heading off down the steps, in fact, rather than just jump over the rail, there's a point in the rail that you can aim for, and as you climb over it, Joel will kind of leap forward again.
Yep. Other than that, just get from point A to point B. There's really no encounters here.
There's a nice thing as well where Ellie is going to lower a ladder for Joel. And it's actually a really good point at which to run to the other side of the room and scavenge anything that may be there. Because you can't change how long it takes Ellie to drop the ladder. And it's longer than, I think, anywhere else. Now, here's this little jump. Just watch this.
And whee!
Well, we could use that ladder.
Do you have time for a quick donation?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
Flay donated $20, saying, I was saving this donation for later, but this is some of the best commentary I've heard. Since the Left Behind incentive has been met, put this towards the Sekiro Shura ending showcase.
Yay.
Thank you very much for your donation.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. So what you can do here, it depends on your difficulty level. I don't think in Grounded there is anything. Or is there? But on the other side of the room,
there's half a rag that you could use.
So you do actually have time to go and pick it up if you need it.
Pistol. Revolver. There we go. Now look. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
We used it all. That's my favorite thing about Grounded.
Yeah.
Everything got used very effectively. To the point, if I had more bombs, it'd be really like luxury. I don't really know where I would use it to where I would save like a bunch more time. Everything got used to its fullest potential.
And it's something that gets asked a lot while Anthony's just doing his everyday streams. People will say, "Oh, there was a rag over there. Why didn't you pick that up? Or why didn't you pick up that alcohol or whatever?" It's simply the fact that the run is optimized in such a way that it's just not needed. It's surplus to requirements.
Yep. And it really doesn't waste time at all to pick everything up.
No.
Yeah, there's giraffes here that they're cool to look at. It's kind of slow. So, sorry.
Bye, giraffes.
There it is. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Yes, Ellie, I saw it.
Okay, little cutscene coming up here where Joel says to Ellie, we can just turn around, we can just go back to Tommy's. And Ellie says, after all we've been through, it's got to be worthwhile. Let's just go and do it.
I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this.
Run on the flat floor, crouch walk on the stairs.
Go wherever you want.
Because he's forced to walk there.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, the tunnel strat coming up is beautiful because it's one of the scariest, I would say, if you're not familiar with the game.
There's 3 bloaters, God, probably like 6 clickers and 7 runners or something, probably way more than that. And this is all we have.
Yep.
So like, what are we gonna do?
It feels like it's impossible.
Yep.
Ended up in a triage just like this.
But we're going to deal with it. Sorry, we. It's only because I'm sat here I
Here
can
you go.
say that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. You keep it. You keep it. In seconds. What do you reckon? About 15, 20 seconds?
About 20 seconds. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna look like it, but this is the most consistent strat in the whole run. I probably jinxed myself just now, but
guys, don't look. Just don't look.
It hasn't failed in like really ever. The one thing that can happen is the bloater at the end can be out of position. Then you have to manually throw it. That's the worst thing that can happen.
And from my experience, the only thing that's kind of affected it is there's a runner from the right at the far end. Yep. And if he doesn't appear, you're there with a brick ready to throw it. And if he doesn't appear, it's like your mind just goes blank for a few seconds.
Yeah, you kind of have to slow down a little bit because then the bloater isn't in position yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. You fire a bullet. That allows us to sprint, but we're not alerted yet. And we're going to climb this so Ellie won't get a plus sign, because that was a problem before. We're not alerted, and now we are. Ellie's up there, so she's not a problem. Just going to move.
Very precise little directional change there. That's the only way through it.
Now this runner to the right here. Is he there? No, he's not.
No.
So I'm going to slow down a little bit. That's not cool.
Oh!
That's okay, though.
I've never seen that runner appear from the left like that before.
He better not be following me.
No.
Like I said, most consistent strat in the whole run,
There
no
you
matter
go.
what.
Now, we don't want to be causing unnecessary alerts here, so we want Ellie to be really, really quiet with this crate. Don't do anything to, cause any problems. And
Down below.
thanks.
Just going to drop the loud thing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
Ooh.
good. That's not good. Come on. All right, we're fine.
So,
All right, restart encounters so we don't die from the stuff the bloater throws at us over the truck. And it also acts like the high school where we get our stuff back.
Yeah.
We use a smoke bottle, but we get it right back. I don't restart encounter there for the stuff. I can do the hospital with just a bottle. I do it because you can die on the other side. The bloater, even though he can't see, has really surprisingly good aim. And he throws it like in your way, and if you step into it, you're dead in like 2 seconds. So you'd have to wait for it to disappear, and it's faster to just restart encounter.
I wonder if all bloaters are actually advanced infected hunters with Molotovs for their aim. I think that's the one thing that they retain in their brains.
Maybe they were football players, who knows? Okay, this is a tough strat to explain. Let me do it first, then I'll explain it. Flashlight off. Joel? Perfect. So, what you can do here, you can boost Ellie over. There's a clicker hiding behind the boxes there. You can boost Ellie over and then have to kill the clicker once it attacks her. Or you can kill it before you boost her over. But what you can also do, if you alert it, the triangle prompt disappears. He would be up and about like this. So you'd have to kill him before you can boost Ellie over. But what I did there is I alerted it with a headshot. And then the triangle prompt to boost her over is still there for about half a second. So basically, the clicker's still up and about, and that allows us to sprint, because otherwise it's a slow, slow jog, doing all this puzzle solving here. We got to get across the water here, and Ellie can't swim, so we got to find a pallet and rinse and repeat kind of puzzle solving mechanics in this game.
And yeah, the funny thing is, it's probably the most complicated puzzle in the game.
Yeah. I didn't say it wasn't well done. Just we've kind of done it before. But doing that whole thing with the clicker just allows us to sprint. The clicker doesn't really react to us. The game is a little bugged out right now, but the reason we allow it is because you can still die from him. If you swing at him, then stand next to him, you're dead. So he's still active, and there's no other enemies around, so we're just using him to sprint. And what we're going to do next is we're going to try and bait him into this room, and that will make it so we can sprint the rest of the way up there. Sometimes it doesn't work, but when it does, it's like the ultimate time save.
And part of the reason why we can do it is that Ellie will go up to the top, she'll drop the ladder,
Yep,
and
we're
it
waiting for her.
breaks. And once Joel is carrying that ladder, there is no animation programmed in for him to die while carrying the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically immune from this clicker, but we need to try and get him in here.
Yep. I might be a little delayed getting onto the ladder, but I'm going to be a little delayed. I need him to turn around. All right, so he should come back into this room. And if we're listening, he is in this room, which is good.
Yeah.
You can run into him. You won't die from him, but if you swing at him and stand next to him, you'll die. And we're just using him so we can sprint the rest of the way. Otherwise, it's just really boring.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing. So it looks like he's going to hang around long enough so we can sprint the rest of the way.
Is there much to say about the water section after this?
Yeah, coming up, there's some like raging rapids, and Ellie can't swim. So we have to hop over a bunch of trucks. And yeah, I
But
guess
gameplay-wise, there isn't really anything to say.
no, not really.
So story-wise, Ellie will fall into the water, get swept away, and she effectively drowns. Okay, and as Joel is trying to resuscitate her, we've moved into cutscene territory now. As Joel is trying to resuscitate her, he gets knocked out by a couple of Firefly soldiers, and he wakes up in the Fireflies' facility, their hospital, where Ellie has been saved, but she's still unconscious, and Marlene reveals that the only way to harvest her immunity is to remove it from her brain. It's a procedure that will kill her. And Joel is not going to have that for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he's not going to have it happen again.
No. So he sets out, our next gameplay is Joel setting out to rescue. We're not going to be able to have the music, are we?
No, that's all right. There's a spot in the there's a spot at the end that always gets copyrighted by YouTube, but it's okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, because we've got no control over it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But all the enemies in the hospital have armor,
Yep.
assault rifles, El Diablos, shorties. It is brutal. But it's also another section. Half of it is going to be stealthy. Because we have no choice. Here we go.
So there's poor Ellie. Rather full of water at this stage.
Here we go. That was a weird angle. All right. We need a brick and an arrow. That's all we need. And a smoke bomb. Thought I missed him. All right. Arrow is legs. Now, this is a very risky strat, but it saves like 7 seconds. We could wait for them to pass, or we could do this. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Ow. Couple hits. He's fine. He survived impalement. He can survive that.
Yeah.
Probably didn't feel it at all. I can't see the heads-up display, so I assume he's at full health. All right, now for the top floor. Run to the left of this pillar. You have to. Now, we're going to get spotted, and they're going to shoot a bunch of bullets right now. Okay. Now, they're distracted down that hallway, so we're just going to kind of sneak over this way. They have no clue we're here. Get our smoke ready.
There's usually 3 guys in there, in those rooms on the right. I think it's 3.
Yep.
And there we go.
Home frame.
Absolutely perfect.
That's the hospital ungrounded. And that's pretty much the game. I always consider the run over right there.
Yeah.
It's over when Ellie gets pulled up by Joel, but there's nothing really that can go wrong from this point forward.
Jesus. Doctor? What are you doing?
You do have to kill the doctor here.
I won't let you do it.
The nurses are optional.
You fucking animal!
Shut the hell up.
And that's that. Getting past that door is where I would just rejoice in the fact that I know I have a world record or not.
Yeah. Have a looking pretty good, 250.
Yeah, this is going to be like a 250, a high 253, I'm guessing.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is fine. The mistakes were pretty clear. The weapon drop in Graveyard, the start of Pittsburgh. The slums, first part in the slums. That's all I can recall, really. Coal mine didn't go according to plan, but... Yeah, coal mine was a little iffy. It was all pretty good, though. This is my first live marathon ever, so I'm, like, really happy everything went well.
Okay, so further cutscene coming up here. Joel will exit the elevator. He'll be confronted by Marlene. Something will happen, and then suddenly Joel is in the car driving. Ellie wakes up in the back seat, asks him what happened. He bullshits her a little. Oh, sorry. He misleads her a little bit. We then see that Joel actually kills Marlene.
Because she would come right back after her.
Yeah,
She would never
well,
stop.
Well, that's what Joel believes anyway. That's
true,
his reasoning.
Again, some of the ending is up for your own interpretation.
Yep. And Ellie's bull detector is because you know she's woken up in the. Why did she wake up in the back of the truck wearing a surgical gown? That wouldn't make sense.
Actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
Now watch your head going through.
And just one final restart encounter.
It's been a little bit.
Feeling my age now.
See, Joel's trying to be all fatherly, and Ellie's just like,
Don't think I ever told
she's a
you,
little
but,
pissed at him. 'Cause
Sarah and I used to take
I think she knows what really went on.
I think the two of you would have been good.
All right, right here, restart encounter.
Would've liked it.
It's like 5 seconds.
Bet I would've.
Down there.
Yep, look down there. It's Last of Us 2, everyone. It's right down there. It's right down there.
It's a little bit further now.
Maybe we can get there. Nope. 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 Invisible walls. It's right down there. You can even see some people walking, too.
Yeah.
Oh, and coming up on time right now. 2:53:11. That's good.
That is impressive.
That'd be a record like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Well
you.
done, Ant.
you.
Great job.
That's a relief.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, you two, for your run and for your great commentary. Since the Left Behind DLC bit has been met, I guess we'll follow up with
Back when I
that
was
shortly.
bitten.
Yep.
And for that, I have a quick donation. Richard donated $50.
I wasn't alone.
And it says, so impressive. I work for Naughty Dog and designed the Ellie section and thoroughly enjoyed watching you speedrun it. Amazing. And thank you.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Nice.
You didn't know what to do.
So cool.
Yay.
So she says,
So for the Left Behind DLC, I'll need quick internet access for
be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
because I need to do it on the latest patch, otherwise the glitch won't work.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for
So I do need quick internet access.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
And we got a $150 donation by Sandy again. And simply says, good commentary, good run, I really enjoyed it. And thank you very much overall for your huge donations. They were really generous. Right, I'm gonna read a few more donations. Waltikins donated $50 saying, let's give some love to the night crew and fans. And Kimberly donated $50, simply saying, great run. And yes, indeed it was a great run. Thank you very much for your donations, they're much appreciated.
we back? We good? All right, sweet. I'm still AnthonyCaliber. That's
in fact, just before we start it, I might as well say that this DLC covers the 3 weeks before Ellie meets up with Joel in the main part of the game. So it's basically explaining that.
Yep, after he gets impaled, and the other half is supposed to be like a flashback to when the night that she got bitten with her friend and infected. But yeah, we're gonna skip all that. Yeah. Casual playthrough of this DLC takes around 2 hours, 2.5 hours if you want to do everything. A glitchless run is about 29, 30 minutes. Any percent can be done in 5.5 minutes, as I hopefully show off here. Now, I don't get the glitch the first time. I have to go back to the main menu, but timer again starts on the skip cutscene. There is a lot that can go wrong here. It's down to first and second place is separated by 0.3 of a second.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3. Oh wait, I can't hear the game.
Oh, I can hear it. That's weird.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. You want to do a swap?
No, I got nothing. Oh wait, there we go. All right, I got it. All right, timer starts in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. All right. Thank you guys for the donations to make this run possible. Like I said, 30-minute glitchless run, 2-hour casual playthrough, all skipped by going over here. Hopefully get this on the first try. And glitching out the area. I'm using the garage doors to know where to go. Hopefully. All right, we got it. It's all working. Turning around to know where we're going. And we're going to go from Chapter 1 all the way to Chapter 5. And there are only 6 chapters in the game. All right, that's the hard part. That's the part I was stressing about the most. The rest is pretty random. We got to make it out of this building now, but we got to make it all the way here. I'm actually going to use a timer to know when everything should fill in. It's usually 1 minute and 7 seconds. So wait for it. Right now.
Wow.
All right, now if you're over here, when everything spawns in, you'll soft lock the game. So you got to be right here. Stuff will spawn in on the table.
There we go.
There we go. I'm going to grab a bottle just to be safe. Now we got to run past 4 guys. Very random.
What was that?
I actually don't expect this to work, but we'll see.
Stitch him up. And then I'm gonna get the hell out.
All right, 1 guy didn't hop down, so I'm gonna... Come on, come on, come on. Should be okay. Come on. Good, we made it. That's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
And we also got ammo, which is excellent. That makes it really, really safe. Normally, you only have 4 bullets here, and we don't need the arrows because we don't have the bow. We usually pick that up earlier, but we skipped everything. So now we're going to do the glitch again. Do the glitch again. That despawns all the enemies in the area. And now before we do it again for the second wave, we have to kill at least 5 people because that will spawn in the infected. So we need to kill 5 people as quickly as we can.
Got him pinned down. Go finish her.
Where are you? Where are you? He's over there. Come on, pal. Oh, that's all right. She's tough as nails on easy mode. I'm gonna use listen mode here. Oh, there you are. Oh, darn it. All right, one of these guys then. Come on. All right, that should be 5. Yep, there we go. Infected. Restart encounter. And that's pretty much it. Go for the door. And that's the game. There's a 2-minute running section with in the flashback, which we didn't see any of.
No.
So now we're back in the mall. On the day that Ellie and her friend Riley got bitten. This was all like 3 weeks before the main story when she meets up with Marlene and Joel.
The gate, help me lift it.
Here. All right, lift.
Okay, so like I said at the start of this, I can't contribute anything to the story. But the very least that I can do, because I think is deserved, is to wish a very, very happy 21st birthday to our friend Rival May. 21 today.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday, May.
All right, so right here, follow close behind. Don't run into her. And then climb at an angle so you can move right away once you climb up. Little stuff like that.
Right behind you. Keep running.
I don't have the world record for this anymore. A guy named Uranto. He's another great runner this game, Uranto. He took it back by 0.3 of a second like a week ago. And I could do the earlier parts perfectly, but I could lose time here if I don't like cut my corners in the running sections just right. That's gonna be a grind and a half later, like next week. I'll probably hold off on attempts of this till I get a 250 in the campaign. That's what I'm shooting for right now. I got a 253.11. I'm trying to be 3 minutes and 12 seconds better. That's the goal right now.
Oh, they're behind us too. This way.
Riley. There she is.
Ellie. I'm good. Just keep going.
That didn't look right. I'm wondering what's gonna happen. They sound really loud behind me. I don't think this is playing out the way it's supposed to. Yeah, it didn't. That was weird.
Yeah, it was a little bit strange.
Huh.
Reach up. I got you.
Riley didn't. That was weird. Nothing weird, like nothing bad happened because of it, but Riley didn't show up in the picture.
No.
Once you leap over that wooden ledge there, she's supposed to be in front of you. Also, they're lying again. You don't have to. It's square here. All right, and timer stops in like 5 seconds. So right now.
For it. Still damn good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
There's a lot that could have gone wrong with that.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think that's it. Again, I'm AnthonyCaliber, full-time streamer. I do grounded runs pretty much every weekday, and I'm just really looking forward to Last of Us 2, getting my hands on that game. I also want to thank Dino here for being my commentator.
Yeah.
This guy is my #1 supporter. He is first place in gifted subs, bits, and donations. Second place for all three of them is like really far away. So I thank you for being here and for everything.
We have never actually met before, so this is kind of a huge day.
This is cool.
Huge day. So yes, thank you everybody.
Yep, thank you. This was
that
cool.
has been a really great experience for us all and for us both. I think particularly.
Again, this was my first live marathon ever, and I had a really good time.
Yeah.
So thank you, ESA.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for being here. That was a great run. And thanks to everyone for donating. There were some